Today's question is 479.
Well, that's a good
400.
one.
Yeah, that's you remember that one?
Yeah.
You guys had every single one in Mythic, so I mean.
Just about.
All right, let's see. Mm-mm. I wonder across the 501 questions, is there one that no game
no one's
had?
been- yeah.
That no game has gotten. This is an ethical dilemma. Your friend has excitedly shared. Oh, this one comes up a lot. That she has a new love. Unfortunately, you know the guy is a narcissistic player who only stays with a woman as long as he is getting what he wants from the relationship. Do you convince her to drop him or let her learn a lesson independently?
Yeah, we've got this before.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten that one like twice in Mythic.
All right. While you ruminate upon that question, would somebody for a third hero point like to sum up what happened last week? Everyone, while you are rolling for this or not rolling for this, delete all your hero points from last week, discard all of your hero cards, and give yourself 2 hero points and draw new hero cards. We got any d20s? You can't put this all on Larry. Larry's got bronchitis and strep at the same time because he never does things in half measures. Nobody wants to sum. All right, I'll try to sum up what happened last week.
Haley's working on it.
All right, a die has been dropped. All right, we got a 14. We got a 7. Lex really wants to answer
what the
the question.
hell?
All right.
I thought I'd just go into
Haley,
the chat and I had to press.
You want me to
enter, but
roll
no,
for
it
you,
just
Haley?
rolls.
Or are you? Oh, off by 1.
Nah, that's okay. I would have done it had nobody else decided to. I was trying to see if I had my notes still.
Okay, Gold Leaf. What happened last week?
Well, last week was quite involved in our escapades through this Skyhaven adventure. So we were continuing our little trifle with the slavers. We pretty much assumed they were slavers. One of them even shouted or was very suspicious when we were asking about the kids, and he was like, yeah. But we're also fighting against the boss of said slavers. And things got a little bit touch and go there. She didn't go down without a fight. Loritz had charged in there, but we were able to kind of bail him out a little bit. Reorganized ourselves, mounted an effort, and with a little bit of coordination, we're able to take out the henchmen and knock out the boss. Afterwards, we kind of went through her belongings in her room, came across a couple of leathers. Seems like she was on the run, but she was doing this whole slaving business, capturing the kids, going to sell them off, trying to get into the good graces, back into I'm forgetting the name of that port. It'll come to me.
Port Eclipse?
Yes, thank you, this body voice. Port Eclipse. Seems she had run away from there and she was trying to get back there, so started this little enterprising business one way or another. We collected the evidence that we were able to find in the back room after we had grabbed the keys off of her. In the back room, we found the cells which contained the Minotaur children. We were able to free them. They had told us that another one had, or at least they had overheard that someone was trying to save them. So backtracking a little bit further, we found Kalos. I believe his name was Kalos. Yes, fine fellow, Cloudhoof's friend, who had come down here to try and save the kids, but I guess had got into a little bit of a tiff with the slavers and got knocked out. First troubles. So, well, I guess with our bounty collected, we were going to leave, but there is a treasure chest that was kind of calling our names. And against our better intentions and a little bit of, I guess, forewarning, you could say, The treasure chest wasn't exactly a treasure chest. It was a mimic. We thought we could have surprised it, but well, apparently they know our language. So it knew that we were going to attempt to attack it, and it attacked first. And very quickly downed almost all of us. Songbo and Jade were still up. They were able to negotiate with the creature after it was on fire for a number of seconds and just getting more and more pissed. That if we handed over the slaver boss, who I guess it has some sort of infatuation with, I guess she treated it nicely or something like that, that we could leave. And the deal was made, and we went through one of the secret tunnels, kind of collecting ourselves before, well, hopefully getting out of this horrible, horrible place. And that was last time.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and take your third hero point and your third hero card draw. Does anybody want to answer the ethical dilemma of intervening on your friend's behalf or letting them make their own mistakes?
Ooh, look at that.
Okay. We got a 18 from Songbo. Going once. Going twice. All right. Songbo. What would you do?
So Songbo values people learning their lessons, but he's also an intellectual and a scholar, and so he also values using knowledge that already exists. And so I think that he would be like, in a very sort of factual way, lay out why said friend shouldn't pursue said narcissistic player. But I don't think he would do it. It all depends on how that friend reacts. Like, because if they're like Songbo, they'll be like, ah, yes, okay, I see. If they're like a very emotional person, I think they'll not heed his advice.
Okay, fair enough. You can ask the same question of any NPC or any willing PC, or sorry, any willing PC or any NPC you've met during the adventure.
Let's ask Sexy Boy Kalos.
Oh, okay. Let's see, Sexy Boy Kalos. What a great question. Man, he's pretty excited that he has a friend in this equation. He would probably tell the friend because he doesn't want to see them get hurt. Even if that would be overstepping, and would cost him his very valuable friend. But he would definitely step in. He would be overprotective. Yeah. All right. Here is your buff, and I guess we'll give the other buff to Kalos. Here you go. Boop. Boop. All right. Who knows? He might need it. All right. Do you guys want to draw from the Hero deck with one of your two, or with both of your fanspos, or are you gonna?
Yeah, let's do it.
What are the halflings calling it nowadays? Are you gonna just raw dog this session?
Steve-O would call it that.
Yeah.
I vote for one.
Yeah, I think one.
All right.
Yoink.
Oh yeah, I need to.
Ooh, the owl. All right, this is from the wisdom suit, or the star suit. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, meta. Thank you. Alright. Owl. Alright. So the owl. Oh. If I don't type the owl, I'm gonna be here all day. Okay. Is true neutral. And it means the harsh wisdom of natural order and survival, but when it's misaligned, it can mean the acceptance of tragedy that will bring you unexpected strength. Nice. All right. So that means everybody gets a boost to their wisdom, which I will give you right now. There we go. And then, as a true neutral card, you guys would have access to, what's this one called? The right place, right time, which I think you guys have had before. This is when you go to roll initiative, but have not rolled it yet. You can pick one of 3 amazing bonuses. Alright, so I'll drag that over to your sheets if you don't already have it on there.
No longer have Go Plus Ultra.
You do not have Go Plus Ultra anymore, yep.
No, and we don't have right place, right time, do we?
No, we just
you
got
do-
that one.
We just
got
re-got
right
that
place,
one.
yeah.
Oh,
You just
re-upped
re-got
it.
it, yeah.
Okay. I had it on there
All right.
before, so I removed it. Like, it got added back.
Yeah, if it's not too confusing, you could definitely keep them on your sheet, and then just, know which one you have access to based on the card or whatever. But I feel like that's something
So,
we'll get better at.
What if we made like active effect tokens, and even they don't even have to do anything, just like one that says lawful, neutral.
Oh yeah, they like
chaotic,
toggle,
and then,
toggle, yeah.
And then, because then we have them labeled in our inventory normally where they come from, so then we can label the effect where it comes from, and then if you have those 2 things active on your character, you have access to those features.
Yeah, it's 100% possible with Pathfinder Foundry for sure. All right, I'm gonna take you guys back down into the bowels of the earth. We'll see what you guys get up to next. All right, gonna turn off this happy music. And I guess I should turn on other music though. Let's see. I could have sworn we had a nice extended track of the cave. Oh well, we'll play this one. Oh, it's getting a little creepier. That's fine. Alright, so you guys are... Whoa. Alright. You guys are post combat regrouping in this ancient Minotaur hallway. There is a staircase, battered and crumbling from the many years of neglect, and the violent transposition from the prime material world of Galarian to the elemental plane of air. The passageway is choked with dirt, dust, debris, and spider webs. And the stairs lead up out of your torchlight and into the darkness. Those of you with dark vision, you do see that the stairs go up for about 50 feet before they level out and then lead out of sight.
Longbow, who is untouched and still pristine looking, sighs and goes, "That was really tough, guys. Wow, I'm glad that we made it out okay."
Okay. The kids look around at the shape that everyone is in. They look at the unconscious Cloud Hoof, the unconscious Isaac, Gold Leaf, who looks like, I mean, it's real bad. He's real wilted. He's real torn up. Maybe a couple of leaves got like melted by acid. Like he's looking like he died but couldn't stay dead. It's pretty rough. Kalos quietly looks down at Cloudhoof and Isaac, and then he looks to you, Songbo, obviously the most capable adventurer in the party. And he says, You seem to know what you're doing. What should we do now? Do you think this passage could safely take us to the surface, or should we wait till these two have recovered?
There's also Lawrence, but I think he's under Cloud Hoof.
Is Lawrence
Well,
also? Yeah,
well,
okay. There he
one's
is.
made of stone.
These three.
Cloudhoof, I don't know if he's lighter since he's sort of cloudy. And then there's also I don't think we physically can manage carrying them all out of here.
He seems satisfied with your answer in that obviously you have your shit together because you were able to puzzle that out pretty quick. He says, I am tired, but I can keep watch while we wait.
No, it's fine.
This is not true. Mechanically, he cannot keep watch because he is fatigued.
I'll keep watch. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Didn't mean to rat him out like that, but
why don't you? Is that statue back there? It looks like you can get behind it. Maybe let's have the kids hang out back there just to sort of keep them sheltered. Obviously, we should probably check it out
for spiders, oozes, and other maladies.
You're very large, and that's a very small space. I could do that instead.
Okay. All right. He comes out of the darkness, covered in spiders and spider web, and he says, "It's clear."
Fantastic. You've definitely cleared it out. So, kids, how about you go and stay behind the statue for a little bit? Get you some nice shelter. Do we need a fire? Should we start a fire? Are you cold? Children?
The kids would not turn down a fire because, that'd be nice. They seem to have taken to Jade as like lost ducklings to a fuzzy goose.
Come on, children, this way.
Callus, can you help me, I guess, drag the bodies over in front of the statue?
Yes, dragging is a thing you can do, but it's very slow. So yeah, you're gonna drag everybody over.
Goldleaf,
Okay.
how about you just go rest. We'll take care of this.
You sure?
You're not looking the greatest. Is there anything I can do for you?
I just wish I could bask in the sun. That's all.
I've got a water skin. Do you like use water the way normal plants do?
Yes.
Okay. He takes out his water skin and he pulls the stopper and he just sort of like pours it over your head, like it's rain.
He just looked at you. I'll take it.
Maybe
Thank
that'll
you.
help with the wilting.
I feel like I also may just need to put my roots down.
You're gonna retire already?
Oh
This
no,
is a
no.
first job.
Sorry, not like that. I'm a bit woozy.
Oh, like literally.
Yeah, literally put my roots down so I can maybe rest. Cause ow, this is weird feeling pain like this.
I'll keep watch. Don't you worry about it. It'll be fine. I will do my best to not get distracted analyzing the construction of these tunnels.
It's true. Let me delete this wire skin off my inventory because that's gone. You know, I honestly thought that could have worked out. Did not take into account the thing knows common.
Yeah, I really thought we'd be able to sort of ambush it while it was
Yeah.
just sort of
There.
resting after it. Yeah, but yeah, I guess in the future we should never assume that something can't stand us.
Yeah. But I mean, imagine the gold we could have gotten if we sold it for parts.
I mean, we can
Oh,
always
well.
rest up, get a little stronger, maybe, and well, I guess it's leaving with that lady. That's probably not. Maybe if we hurry, we can find some aether blades, and we can lead them back down here before they escape.
Well, it'd probably have to be the Stone Guard since they kind of are for this area. But I mean, from the sound of those letters, it doesn't seem like she's going to be going anywhere for a while, unless she solves whatever situation she's in.
Well, it said in the letters that this was supposed to be the last one, so I don't know if she'll risk staying to still get a last shipment, or if she'll just leave. It seems like she was getting kind of fed up with the arrangement.
Risk staying or risk going? Which one is worse for her? Oh well.
No, I've met people like her before. I feel like she's gonna just sort of cut ties and run. I have a feeling we'll see her again eventually. So we should probably be a little more careful next time. All right, go rest. You look like a dead plant. My grandma used to have these plants that she'd put like on the windowsill, and then she would like go on a trip, and then they would just all die while she was gone. And you look like the almost dead plants, so you should water or rest or whatever you need to do and get to feeling better.
And Gold Leaf is just gonna kind of plop onto the ground.
All right, you guys are going to.
I think we're just waiting until
hunkering down. Okay.
Cloudhoof, Isaac, and Loritz regain.
All right. So this is one of the things in Pathfinder 2 that is not officially like defined, which is how long are you unconscious? It's 100% left to the DM, which I think is kind of interesting. You know, in 5e, the raw is what 1d4 hours, right? 1d4 hours, yeah. But over here, you are allowed to decide. So like, I like that because like narratively, right? We always do that in 5e anyways, right? We're like, yeah, I mean, slap them awake kind of thing. So we're gonna say that after you get everybody situated, since you are tending to them, caring for them, that sort of thing, they would rouse within about, we'll say, 20 minutes or so. So Isaac, Cloudhoof, and Loritz, you guys would kind of awaken with about one HP after about 20 minutes.
I feel like a truck hit me. A what? A truck.
It's like a large cart.
You know, a trunk. You know, like an elephant. You know the. Ah, yes. Okay.
For some reason, my
Elephant stats in this are bananas, by the
I
way.
imagine those sound good. I gave myself 1 hit point, but I can't see, and for some reason my AC is 8 now.
You might
at 1 HP but still incapacitated or something?
Yeah.
You might want to refresh too.
Shows you still have incapacitated and you're also grappled.
Sorry, your AC
prone.
is 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're prone, so that's affecting it. It also says that you're. Oh, I got you. Yeah, it says you're still unconscious. There you go.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And it also says you're still grabbed. That would be impacting.
And I'm off guard.
Yep.
There you go. All right, now you're just wounded 3, champion. Damn, your AC went from 14 to 8 from all those different modifiers. That's nuts.
Yeah,
God damn.
it wasn't good.
Okay. All right, these kids, they're ready to follow Jade anywhere.
Same, bruh.
All right, Isaac, are you the only trained healer?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to heal yourself, Goldleaf, Laritz, and Cloudhoof, that would be 40 minutes to do 1 heal on each. Because you are in a situation now where time is going to be working against you, I can't just let you heal up to full. Since you left the mimic and the bandit, or sorry, the slaver leader alive.
You're right. We should go back and kill him.
I'm just saying that can create some some danger.
I'm not
there.
going back to fight a mimic ever again.
I think maybe now that you're all up, we should just leave.
Probably.
We can rest after we get somewhere more safe.
I mean, we did have it on the ropes. Don't listen to me.
No, we didn't.
The ropes of intestines that were hanging out of its mouth? Like what ropes?
The ropes of my vines
I'm
are in
gonna
it.
try
Yeah.
to figure out what I know about mimics.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It only had 1 HP left.
It almost choked death.
Yeah, actually, you can go to your bestiary to see what you know about large mimic.
Oh yeah, right. Can we roll another? I don't know how. Does there a certain amount of time that has to pass before we can roll like another check?
No, but you get like 4 in your lifetime essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have to get other people to tell you the rest, I guess. So let's see. Right now there's 1 from Jade, 1 from Songbow. I will spawn you in a large mimic so that you can all look at it and study it. Here you go.
Oh god, it's back.
All right, it's not really there, guys. It's like a hologram.
Eat the children so we can escape. No.
Yeah. Oh my god. How Greek of you. So yeah, if you want to roll some more checks on it, you can. If you want to wait till you're higher levels so you can get higher results, that's fine. The risk reward of getting the information now or later.
I think I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
It would be recall knowledge, right?
Cloudhoof. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, you just throw recall knowledge for me. Cloudhoof, with your skills that you've rolled, you aren't actually able to learn anything new about the creature.
Of course.
All right. Isaac, you are able to learn something new about the creature. Also, now you kind of remember some of the academics behind it. Thought to be the result of a failed experiment meant to animate objects or a sinister ghoulful creation. Mimics are clever monsters that can take the form of common manufactured objects. Mimics are ambush predators and voracious eaters, surprising their prey through their uncanny ability to mimic the form of common furniture and miscellany. They remain disguised until unsuspecting adventurers happen by, then they lash out in ambush. Mimics possess complex alien minds, and while often cruel and self-serving, they also enjoy conversation with their prey from time to time. For unknown reasons, they are especially interested in humanoids. Mimics have a strong dislike for others of their kind and tend to live alone. A mimic can remain in its alternate form for an extremely long period of time, sometimes remaining disguised in a dungeon chamber for decades. Regardless of how long it waits, the mimic remains vigilant and alert, ready to strike at any moment. Yeah. So it is an aberration, and I will unlock that description. You may ask me one mechanical question about it that you don't already know. And you know quite a bit because you did fight it, so
Yeah.
you got to see. Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, like I think we already know it. Like if it has weaknesses or not.
Yeah, we've
think
got weaknesses and resistance is known already.
What would be its health pool for a level?
Oh, okay. On average, a large mimic has 75 hit points. All right. Good stuff.
I before I say all of this information, I go, my recent concussion reminded me that I spout alcohol.
It jogged something loose.
Knocked it loose.
Oh, and there should be a journal entry for Kalos now. Not a journal entry, but a bestiary entry.
On NPC gallery?
On NPCs. There he is.
Yep.
There he is. Which you can then use the notes tab to take notes on.
I feel like he should be more than indifferent for Cloud.
Yeah.
Ooh, good point. Good point. All right, let's raise that up. Let's see. Cloudhoof, he is helpful.
Hooray!
He's already friendly to Jade because she's good with the kids. And he is unfriendly to Goldleaf.
I wonder why.
Because Goldleaf is a blowhard that almost got everyone killed. Alright. You guys ready to head out with your 1 HP? Get back to the surface? Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Let me change the music.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not taking the forerunner on this one, guys.
What? Why not?
Yeah, could you guys arrange yourself in marching order for no particular reason?
I would like Kalos to go first. No offense, but you're the biggest.
Hey, Songbo, you have a very pretty back. You know that? I'm gonna be right behind you.
I don't think anyone's ever said that to me before.
I'll be at the back and I'll have the kids walking in front of me.
Okay.
You gonna lead Lawrence? No.
I'll go first. We have to get out of
here. That's very brave and all, but I think maybe someone who won't immediately die should be in the front, as much as I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm sitting here at a wounded 3.
Alice, why don't you come up here with me? We'll take the front together.
Okay.
Wait, are you clumsy right now, Songbo?
Yeah, I'm over encumbered.
Why?
Ball life.
Alright, so as you guys head up the stairs, you climb the large creature-sized stairs, which is a big workout for the smalls.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Yeah. You guys climb the 50 feet of large creature stairs, and the camera does that weird camera effect where you look down this long hallway into darkness, but it does the weird fisheye zoom, disorienting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is it's very dark as you proceed down the hallway. About 50 feet down the hall, there is a bit of a cave-in that would make it so that Cloudhoof would need to squeeze. Cloudhoof and Callus would need to squeeze to get past, but it does not impede the rest of you. However, on the other side of it, you see a body on the ground.
Jade, do you want to do your magic thing?
And I have to ask, you guys do have light sources with you, right?
Yeah, I've got a torch out.
All right, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna cast light on myself.
All right. The body looks like the slaver who escaped during the battle. But he's laying face down on the ground. You realize that the tunnels here are ancient, forgotten, and wrong. You swear that you are hearing echoing whispers that don't belong, shadows that seem to stretch unnaturally from your light sources, and an oppressive sense of being watched. The air is cold and damp here, and there is the smell of mildew, old stone, and something faintly organic, maybe rotting seaweed and bile. The smell is especially strong from the corpse in front of you.
Magic? Question mark?
You do not detect any magic, except in the inventory of the slaver who ran. You are getting a ping that there's magic there, maybe.
I want to try to sort of roll him over with air kinesis.
Oh, without touching him?
Yeah.
All right. As you roll over the body, you see that his hood has been torn and destroyed, and that his neck and exposed shoulders are covered in sucker-shaped burn wounds, and that his face is completely missing, as if it was dissolved by acid. His hands are curled into claws, and his mouth is frozen in an eternal lipless scream.
Face suckers.
All right. How far away?
In one of his clawed hands, he still clutches his short sword, and it is stained with black ichor.
Isaac, what do you make of this? What creatures can have such blood?
Now I have an ability that allows me to quickly identify vials, of potions.
Uh-huh.
I imagine this doesn't translate well to random blood we find on the ground.
Oh, you took quick appraisal.
No, but you should see on his bandolier an item that everyone gets for free, so you should never buy it because it doesn't actually do anything cool. You see on his bandolier 3 alchemist fire and 1 object you're pretty confident is a potion of healing.
You got a potion of healing.
Kalos, can you grab this body, and then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna walk back in the other direction.
Okay, hold on just a sec.
You're saying there's blood.
Healing?
I could recall knowledge to see about it.
Oh, yeah. Give me a recall knowledge as you're examining the blood on the weapon as you absent-mindedly reach out and grab the minor healing potion off of his body.
Why? I'm asking an intelligence character.
Alright. Do you also want to grab the alchemist fire while you're there?
Yeah, I might well.
Okay. Alright. So, as you are examining the blood on the body, or the poison on the blade, or the chemical that burned his face, your eyes are darting to all the different viscous fluids. You are only confident in that acid damage was involved, but you do not recognize the sticky, tar-like substance on the blade. Just as you are kind of absentmindedly pocketing the last of the 4 vials from his bandolier, and it is said that we're going to go back the way we came, magical darkness floods the hallway. one of the children screams, and just like that, you find yourselves under attack. Your light sources extinguished or hidden by a flood of magical darkness.
So does this magical darkness override my magical light?
It does.
Dang it.
Because it is a higher rank than your magical light currently is. So, you guys are now in a skill challenge. This is the situation that you have found yourselves in. There will be 5 phases of this skill challenge. The skill challenge will represent you trying to escape from these creatures. Whether you escape deeper into the island, away from the surface, or back to the surface is your choice, but it will be the same challenge either direction. So it probably would be better to head towards the surface, because that would be a safer bet. So there will be 5 phases. In each phase, there will be 3 possible checks that you can do. The party must attempt 2 of the 3 checks. There are 6 of you. One of you can attempt one of the 3 checks and be assisted in that check by one other PC. A different PC can attempt a second of the remaining 2 checks and be assisted by another PC, but it has to be, a different PC than we're working on the first check. Finally, the remaining 2 PCs will be keeping track of the children. Those remaining 2 PCs may be pulled into a side encounter based on how well the attempts go. So the people that are not attempting the checks are going to be at the highest risk in the party. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Across the 5 challenges, there'll be 10 checks. You will need to get 6 successes across all 10 checks. If you do not, you will suffer major casualties and possibly long-term injuries. Any failure will make future challenges more difficult, or will have immediate consequences for the NPCs or the 2 PCs that did not partake in the skill, like the skill checks. Any critical failures will mean that the creatures that are hunting you will steal one of the children. If a child is stolen, one of the 2 PCs that has not entered the skill challenges can choose to try and save the child, but their safety cannot be guaranteed. All right, let's jump into it. Phase 1. The darkness falls. Oh, what's up?
When we were kind of waiting to recover for that short bit, how long of time was it? And would it have been enough to get like a refocus in?
It would have been enough time to get a refocus in, yes.
Okay.
Oh, did we actually get 1 healing each? Because I didn't.
Yeah, you should each have. No. You guys opted to leave right away, so you guys
Right.
have 1 hit point still. All right. So phase 1, darkness falls. Suddenly, magical darkness engulfs the tunnel, swallowing all light sources, even magical ones, because they're not high enough rank to counter it. The party hears movement, wet, slithering noises above and behind them, as if from many, possibly a dozen or more, distinct creatures. There is a quacking sound, a garbled chittering, a slimy sort of barking cry that seems to undulate horribly in the magical darkness. The children whimper in fear, clutching to each other and to Jade. All right. So, the 3 checks that they're looking for are Perception, Arcana, Nature. How do you proceed?
I could do a nature check.
I have a 7 in Arcana.
I give okay perception.
I've got a 6 in Arcana and not great in either of the others.
I have a 7 in perception.
Oh, here for immersion. For immersion, there you go.
It was Arcana, Nature, and Perception, yeah.
Yeah, those are the 3 checks they're looking for. Now remember, when you assist, you are limited only by your ability to bullshit me. And when you assist, you're trying to hit a DC of 15. And if you hit that, you give the person trying to do the thing a +1. And if you critically hit it, you give them a +2.
Songbow, do you want to help me with Arcana?
Yeah.
I can help.
Remember, the 2 people that are not participating in the skill checks are the most at risk.
Oh, yeah.
I got these children.
Damn. All right.
I believe.
Okay.
Cloud Hoof, you want to take that perception? I can assist you on that.
Well, I was gonna take nature. I got a +6 on nature.
Oh shit! All right. So Cloudhoof with nature, Goldleaf to assist.
Oh, wait.
Hold
Do you
on.
have to? We don't have to use the same skill to assist, right?
No,
Because
I just said you could. You're only limited in your assist skill by your ability to bullshit me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we got Cloudhoof on nature, and we got Isaac on Arcana. Who is assisting Cloudhoof, if anyone?
I can assist.
Who
All
needs
right.
the assist more, Cloudhoof or Lawrence?
Not really. I'm gonna be with Jade probably.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't we need somebody to do perception then? Because we need at least 3.
No,
Oh,
you
it's
pick
two
2
of-
of the 3.
it's
You
two.
pick
Oh,
2
oh,
of these
oh,
3.
oh.
You pick 2 of these 3.
I apologize.
No worries. All right. So Songbow, you're assisting Isaac. Excellent.
Yep.
All right, Isaac, start things off. I need to see a DC 16 Arcana check before you roll. Songbow, how are you assisting Isaac? As
we're just
creatures,
gonna heads together
are
Arcana
descend upon you. Okay, all right, let's do it.
Private GM, blind GM roll.
You'll know if you succeed or not, so it doesn't have to be blind. Oh, very nice. All right, so that is a success. It's going to be a +1 to Isaac. That +1 will bring it up to a 15, which is a failure.
Damn it. I'm sorry, guys.
Do you want to re-roll with a hero point, or you want to keep
Do
it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
The hero points confused me. I
What,
always
what?
left click the bubble with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
I was
You
like,
can
"Oh,
also, while you have hero points, you can right-click in chat and just say re-roll with a
Right.
hero point. All right. In that case, you succeed. Well done. All right. Cloudhoof, give me that DC 16 nature. But before you do, Goldleaf, how are you assisting with this?
I will, since he's doing nature, I'll try and see if there's anything I can point out that would maybe catch his attention for his check.
Look right there, darkness.
I think I see
That's dark
something.
vision. It looks normal to me.
You know,
All right.
You know,
Go ahead and give me the roll.
Alrighty. Oh, whoops. Wait, no, that's God damn it. Okay.
All right. That is actually a failure, but not a critical failure to assist, and that nature succeeded on its own. So, with that, you guys were able to survive. I mean, make it through the first skill challenge. So, you hold the children close to you. And the 3 of you, Kalos, Loritz, and Jade, you lead the children away from the terrifying sounds in the dark, emerging from the moist shadows that you can still sort of feel their slime like clinging to you as you kind of pull away from it. Your magical light kicks back on, and you realize that now you must move quickly, for there is an undulating scream from behind you, and you realize that there are even more of the creatures descending on your location, one of them larger than the rest. Okay.
This is a terrible escape route. If I was the slavers, I'd have planned this better.
Yeah.
Let me get you guys more exciting music, I guess. Hold on.
Maybe it's to escape life.
That's a good one, Isaac.
The only thing I could think of is if that mimic acted like a guard dog to chase away these other things.
I mean, the mimic's still alive, though it's not doing very well.
Well, it's not here.
That's fair. Yeah.
They're natural enemies or something.
This is what we need. This is what we need right here.
Now I'm imagining Monster Hunter-esque territory fights between mimics and these things.
All right.
The Devil Joe music?
Nah. That would be weird. It'd be scary, but we gotta save that for when you guys find Pickle Island. We gotta save that for Pickle Island.
Of course.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right. As you guys are running through the tunnels, you come across several possible turns. Left or right?
We should always go left.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
all right, you come across, you run forward, you come across 2 turns, left or right?
Right.
No, we got
Okay, right.
keep
Okay,
going
I take
left.
the first one. I take the first one right
down.
here. I take the first one right here. All right. Okay, you keep moving. Keep moving. There are 3 ways to go: left, center, or right.
Left. Go
Okay,
left.
you're going okay. All right. As you proceed, you can go straight or left.
Left.
Right.
Damn it.
I have to take the first one I hear. Take the first one I hear. All right. I need one person. I'll take the first one I see in chat to give me a survival check. Okay, Cloud, if you realize that if you go left when this last time, you will end up back where you started.
We shouldn't go left.
All right, so as you pull him back and point the other direction, you emerge from the tunnels into a large open chamber similar to the chasm you dealt with before. You can see that there is an old stone bridge, partially collapsed. It is the only way forward. Behind you, in the shadows of the tunnels, you hear the screams and squelches of the pursuing creatures. To cross this room, you need athletics, acrobatics, or crafting.
I have a 7 in crafting.
All right, I got a 6 crafting.
You want to help me craft the bridge really quick?
All right.
Like One Piece, where he's building the staircase as he
Yeah.
runs.
That's
This
what I was
is
thinking
more
of.
using crafting to, notate the weakest spots on the bridges. But yes, it is also to grab nearby pieces of like stone and construction material and bridge gaps to get people across. So yeah, you are actually building the staircase as you climb it. All right, we have athletics and acrobatics left.
I have a 5 to both of them.
Okay,
Anyone?
going once, going
I
twice.
only have a
Assist,
+3. So.
but-
All right, Loritz, on which one do you want? Athletics or acrobatics? Athletics is carrying children and or stabilizing portions of the bridge. Acrobatics is dexterously leaping across and securing a rope for others.
I feel like he's the dexterous kind of.
Okay, all right, so you choose acrobatics. That's good. That was actually a 16 instead of an 18.
I'm going to be re-rolling that.
Okay. Who is assisting Loritz?
I can assist.
Okay, all right. So you're gonna fall back. Cloudhoof, Goldleaf gonna rush forward. What are you doing to assist, Goldleaf?
I play Eye of the Tiger.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Wow, you fucking crush it, bro. You fucking crush it.
Results and whatnot, flips.
All right. Let's see. With that success being so strong, team crafting, you guys don't have to roll if you don't want to.
Well,
Is there a downside to not rolling?
No, it's actually really nice. You just
okay. Well,
Is there an extra added benefit we could get if we
From
succeeded?
more successes.
Does it count towards our 6 out of 10 successes?
Yeah. It could give you more, like a
so we have
better
less.
result at the
We're
end.
pretty good at this check. I feel like we should roll.
Yeah, we
this
should probably
check.
take it while we can
Oh,
get it.
hell
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah. All right.
Always take the chance to do crafting.
All right, let's go.
All right.
All right,
So my
Songbow.
check's not great.
Okay. It's not a critical fail, though, so you don't sabotage the effort. All right, Isaac, let's see it. All right, yeah, that is a success. All right. As you guys rush across the bridge, you see that liquid flood of shadows come through the passage at the other side of the open room, and you cannot see the creatures that are creating it, or perhaps the creatures are the shadows, but they move like a venom symbiote, the sort of just flooding into the room, climbing the walls and exuding this darkness as they travel towards you and the bridge. The children cry out in terror.
And that first cry when we very first encountered these that wasn't like a kid getting taken, right? That was just one like being frightened. Like we still have all
Oh
the
yeah,
kids.
yeah. That's the
Okay.
that was the kids just being like terrified of what's happening here.
You ever been in a classroom and the lights go out? Like we use power. It's like that.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So as they come, as the darkness floods into the doorway or the passageway that you just left across the bridge, Kalos says, "I don't understand. What are they? Is it one creature? Is it many? Has anyone been able to see them?"
They bring magical darkness with them. I don't think anyone can see them. Am I able to make a recall knowledge and see if I know?
Yeah. You know what? We'll say that between this phase and the next, if you guys want to make recall knowledge checks, you can. Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay. Isaac, you. Yeah, you are unable currently to recall or deduce what these creatures are. Songbow, same situation. You are not sure. Jade, you're pretty confident that you. Yeah. You might know. You might know what they are. Oh wait, actually, you rolled against the Minotaur calf. Can you roll one without targeting any creatures, since you don't actually know what these things are?
I did not realize that I had targeted
yeah.
a miniature calf. My bad.
No worries. So yeah, I'll wait for you to roll it again. Cloudhoof, you have a pretty good idea of what these creatures are. Goldleaf, you have a well, you got. Do you have bardic knowledge?
No.
You do?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, you don't have it. Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, Goldleaf, you you think you know. And Jade, you're pretty sure. You're still targeting Minotaur Calf, by the way. So, like, just hit the T button on your keyboard. It should untarget.
Am I good now? Because I can't see anything. The screen's black.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. I'll turn on the lights for you. This is like when something goes bad at a haunted house and they have to turn the lights. Like, hold on.
You have to
I'm
troubleshoot.
sorry.
Can you let go of this child, please? Can you?
I'm confident it's a.
Yeah,
it's a,
ma'am. I know it's scary, but can you please do the kid can't breathe? Can you?
Maybe it's like invisible.
If you right click on him, you
Got
do
it.
target. Okay, excellent. Can you?
I had no
right,
clue I
no
was
worries.
targeting him.
It's okay. It was dark. It was dark. I understand. Go ahead and give me a recall knowledge. Okay, yeah. You are pretty confident that you know what it is. Pretty confident. All right, so Cloudhoof. These are a creature from Galarian. They were a menace to the Minotaurs of the Stoneheart Mountain, and a menace to the city of Terranathus if they ever made their way up into the sewer systems of the city. They are an aberrant. Well, no, sorry, they're not an aberration. They are a type of cephalopod called the Dark Mantle. Yeah, these dark blue or black mollusk-like creatures have a similar appearance to an octopus, save that they have only 6 tentacles, all of which are connected by a thick, leathery shroud. While Dark Mantle aren't a particularly good climber, they excel at clinging and can clutch onto a cave roof for days, patiently waiting to ambush any prey that walks below them with a disorienting blob of darkness. When clinging to a cave roof, and with their bulbous red eyes closed down to squints, the dark mantles on ambush look similar to stalactites. Their preferred hunting method works best on creatures without dark vision, so they frequent ruins above ground or shallow caves not far from the outside world. When dark mantles sense prey, they shed darkness down onto other prey before dropping away from the ceiling to flap quickly down to their victim, whereupon they clutch and squeeze with thick muscular tentacles. Despite the shape of dark mantles, their body's texture is more like thick leather or even rubber. They can't cause damage with their spike-shaped bodies by dropping down onto creatures. Dark mantles have a swift life cycle. Their young grow to maturity in a matter of months, and most of these creatures die of old age after only a few years. As a result, generations of dark mantles quickly accrue, and over the years, they developed a similarly rapid propensity for adapting to new locations. The deepest, darkest reaches of the Darklands are rumored to hold, which is what they call the Underdark in Galarian, are rumored to hold dark mantles of incredible size, capable of smothering multiple human-sized victims simultaneously. These deep-dwelling dark mantle have the capacity to shed more powerful darkness. Okay, so you may ask me any 2 questions, Cloudhoof.
Are they immune? What are their immunities?
Ooh, they have no known immunities.
All right. And what are their weaknesses?
They have no known weaknesses.
Well, dumb.
All right. Let's see. Goldleaf, you may ask me any one mechanical question about the night squid.
Night squid. Worst tier superhero ever. Oh. Ooh. What's its movement speed? Or speeds? Is that a single? Is that a single one?
Yeah.
Or...
Which one? You want to know its movement? What movement types it has?
Yeah, we'll go with movement types.
They can fly.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, great.
Why does it bother mentioning that they're not great at climbing if they can fucking fly?
Well, what if
I am not sure. Because they have to fly up and grab onto stuff, and you think octopus, you think they can climb. You know what I'm saying? All right. Jade, you may ask one question about them.
What's their AC?
Let's see. Their AC. That's a good question. Let's see. Their AC is only 15. Alrighty. I guess you need to delve, not delve, but you need to get away from them. So
You said
this
these are
phase,
aberrations?
no, they are beasts.
Oh, beasts.
Yep. This is phase 3, the first attack. The Dark Mantles, frustrated by your ability to escape them so far, have actually led you into an ambush. As you cross the bridge and head into a wider series of passages, they begin to drop from above. You see them only briefly as the darkness begins to fall upon everyone. You hear one child let out a muffled scream as they are hidden in darkness. So, this has the added complication of one person or more could break off from the challenge and try to save the child. Or you could just let them die. That's fine. The challenge here, I will need a reflex save that represents everyone's reflex saves. An athletics check, which represents your ability to pull them off of each other's faces when they try and grab you, or an intimidation to let out a bellowing primal roar similar to the Minotaurs of old to remind them that this was a mistake. Tell them to get the hell away from you. With that added complication, you have one. We need one person at least to pick one of these 3 things. So is there a volunteer for that?
I have a +6 to my reflex saves.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's up. I imagine people have better.
I've only got a 5.
You can actually spy on all this information on the party token.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. And also, the party token could be used as a way for everybody to see. I've been informed by Dom instead of using the fanspo bot.
A +7 to reflex saves.
Oh yeah. So you should probably do that one.
All right. So Laritz, you're going to be on reflex. Okay. Before we ask for assistance on that, is there someone that is willing to tackle athletics or intimidation?
I have a +4 to intimidation, and you can bet your butt I want to roar at these things because I don't want these little kids taken.
Okay.
I also have a +4. I can assist.
Okay.
Is Cloud good at athletics or whatever the other one was?
Probably when he's not carrying 17 status debuffs. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, fair.
all right, which is it? I need is it going to be Jade running to the front to yell at these dudes? All right. Are there any volunteers to save one of the randomly
go
selected
after the
children? This kid Rurik, his life is at stake right now.
I feel like being able to make people move better is a good thing there.
Okay.
So I'll help.
All right. So you're going off into a side encounter where you will fight a bunch of monsters by yourself. Fantastic.
Easy.
Fantastic.
Easy.
All right. Well,
I have a bunch. So with alchemists, I can create like consumable like elixirs and mutagens and stuff. Yeah, they're consumables? Am I able to give them to other people or anything like that?
So you have infusion points. At the beginning of your day, you can use advanced alchemy to make things in preparation.
Yeah.
Or you can use your infusion points to do quick alchemy. And the thing about quick alchemy is those things last for like 1 or 2 turns.
Yeah, well, because these are the ones that I've made during the beginning of the day.
Can you pass out infusions?
Yeah,
yes, you can pass out infusions.
Yeah,
they have essentially they have a 24-hour shelf life.
Got it. Okay.
In fact, if someone kills you, or this is a better example, if NPC alchemists were looted, so they will often drop infusions. So you basically get potions and bombs that only last until the next time you do daily preparations.
Got it. Okay.
All right, so last call. Anyone helping Songbow or Songbow on his own?
I can.
If
help
I had
you.
more than one health, I would. But
All right.
Maybe it should be the 2 people that actually have health go after the kid and get in some sort of combat, huh?
Okay. So Jade,
Yeah, and then
all right. So
Gold Leaf
Jade, you and
can
Songbow are gonna have. Okay. And then
intimidate.
Gold Leaf, you're gonna intimidate.
I was going to.
Unless
Yeah.
we have guys.
Yeah, I'll intimidate.
All right.
We have a
Does
better
anyone want to
plan.
help Laritz with the reflex?
I can help with the reflex if I'm not
Okay.
going.
All right. Does anyone want to help Gold Leaf with intimidation? Remember, when you assist, you don't have to use the same skill. You just have to bullshit why the other skill you're using will work.
I'll assist him with the.
All right. All right. So we're all divided up. So we're going to handle the skills first because critical failures can result in more children being snatched. Let's start with reflex saves. Isaac, how are you assisting with the reflex save check?
I was going.
To also roll reflex?
Yeah, that was the game
Oh
plan.
yeah, go for it. Go for it. All right, you need to get a 15. All right, that's a success. So Loritz, you'll have a +1 to this.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Ooh, that is not going to be enough.
Might be. Yep. Right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And that's without the +1, right? So with the +1, that's succeed. So if you had not been assisted, you would not have made it. All right. Gold Leaf, I need a DC 18 intimidation.
I'm gonna help you point out which one's the big nasty one to intimidate.
All right, give me a perception to assist. Oof, it's very dark. He does not see which one you're pointing at. All right, Gold Leaf.
Alrighty.
Oof. Without the +1 from help.
Cloud, do you have a hero point?
Oh, we roll a hero point. Yeah, why not? We gotta get this.
All right, you're gonna re-roll your help. Okay, let's see it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You needed to do that before he rolled because your check would have come in first. So I'm gonna say that it's too late on that one. It's too late on that one.
Yeah.
All right, are we gonna lock it in, Gold Leaf?
We don't have succeed at a cost in these games anymore, do we? Shit.
Nope.
I know. It's so awful.
Yeah. Do I feel like I can get above a 13 on a reroll? With how I've been rolling for the past couple of weeks.
If you critically fail, it could be even worse.
Yeah, with how I've been rolling for the past couple of weeks, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I'd say go with the 1 fail rather than risking a crit fail.
All right, the penalty for a normal failure on this check will be hidden for now. We're gonna go over to this side encounter.
Well, wait a minute. They did the crafting when they didn't need to. So wouldn't that balance out the failure just now?
Well, there's failures per phase that have penalties, and then there's the overall score at the end of all 5.
Okay, gotcha.
So your overall score, you guys are going to be fine. You already have 6 now,
right?
So you're going to be fine.
But per event,
but there's still still things that can happen during the event. Yeah. So if you guys had failed to get 6, almost all the children would have been killed. Yeah. So you guys already have that in your hearts. That's fine. All right, hold on a sec. I'm gonna grab you guys, take you over to this encounter. Let's see. All right, it's back here, and then we'll turn the lights off. All right. And then I think the problem might be seeing them because it's very dark. Let me double check something.
Toys that play.
suppresses magical light of first level or lower. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna give this creature a darkness aura. Let's see.
So suppresses natural light. Does that mean it affects dark vision, or dark vision still sees through it?
Yeah, you can't see through it. It is a type
Okay,
of darkness. Yeah. Good question. All right. So it's on the kid. You have a general sense of the epicenter of it. It has a 10-foot like aura of darkness about it. So the problem here is in Pathfinder, when you can't see, it's like real bad news. I will double check how the darkness might be impacting things. Let's see. Alright. Darkness prevents light from penetrating. Light doesn't enter. Non-magical light sources don't. Light doesn't emanate, doesn't penetrate. Also suppresses magical light. From the outside, it appears as a globe of pure darkness. Okay. I wonder if dark vision could work. Let me see. Monster with dark vision can see perfectly well in all areas of darkness and dim light, such as vision is black and white. Some forms of magical darkness, such as the 4th rank darkness spell, will block it. Well, this isn't a 4th rank darkness spell, so I guess,
can
yeah.
see these guys.
Yes, but you are not here saving the kid. You're off doing other stuff. Yeah. But it's good to know for future. It's good enough for future. Okay. So, Songbow or Jade, I don't think either of you has magical dark vision.
Correct.
All right. So all of you are going to be hidden from each other, which is like a 50% chance that anything you try to do isn't actually going to work. All right. Oh shit. Okay. As you guys roll up on this critter, it has won the initiative. Let's see. We'll push you guys over here. There we go. And it is just suffocating the child. So it has the child restrained. And then I'm gonna say with you approaching, it is going to ready to attack. I think that's what it's gonna do. So it's gonna lash out at you with one of its tentacles if you try to get close to it. Alrighty. Okay. Play passes to the kid. The kid is suffocating. Let's see. From the failure result, the kid passes out. So it's real bad. All right. So that brings us to Songbow. All right, Songbow. You could hear the sound of Rurik Dustrun's hooves clacking against the stone, and his muffled grunts. You could hear the sort of squishing, squelching sound of this creature sort of choking the life out of him. But all you can see is just a kind of orb of darkness. And the sounds are coming from the center of it.
And where do I see that?
Are you guys not on the map, or?
I just can't see. I can see myself, and I can see Jade.
Oh, okay. Good immersion then. Yeah, it's somewhere around here. Yep.
Apparently it's even worse. Dom's saying in darkness you're considered blind, so everything is difficult terrain.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I will make you guys all blind too. All right.
Are we
So
supposed to be in darkness?
yes,
Okay.
you're in darkness and you're blind, and yeah, it's really bad. All right. So what do you got for me?
don't know. So it's enveloping the kid then, right?
Yeah, you're pretty sure. Again, it's darkness. You heard it grab the kid and drag him off. You ran to stop him. It's an orb of. I mean, you can't see because all the darkness.
Before I ran up to it,
for suffocating, you can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus your Constitution modifier, which is not as forgiving as 5th edition D&D. So if the kid is holding his breath right now, he would have had as a Minotaur kid, I think 5 rounds. Yeah, because he's still a kid, so he would have 5 rounds to try and save him. However, with the failure from those checks, the child has already been strangled to unconsciousness, which means that he is going to be accruing dying values. All right. So, what's the play here?
So as I was running up, could I like tell where the center of this globe of darkness was?
Yes. You have a sense. Yeah, I've said it a couple times. You have a sense of where he is based on the sound of his like hooves clacking on the stone and the creature's sounds as it's choking him out.
All right. I'm gonna use my aerial boomerang at the center of the darkness then, because I know that when these things fall onto like creatures, they'd like envelop them in their little shroud thing, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so I don't think I'll hit the kid, and this is just a 60-foot line, so I can just be like, all right, I want to shoot through the center of this thing of darkness. So that's the goal. It would be a reflex save.
Okay. Oh, so the creature has to make a reflex save?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure any spell that. Can you post a spell, please, or the ability?
I'm trying.
Okay. Like, where would this be? On your sheet?
It's not on the sheet because I didn't expect to use it before retrained at the moment.
Oh wait, so you had it before, but you don't have it now?
Yeah, I should have that instead of air cushion. But it doesn't let me modify the things that are under that, and then it's not letting me put it on there either.
And the ability is called aerial boomerang.
Aerial boomerang, yeah.
All right. Aerial boomerang is a air impulse primal. A blade of shearing wind races away from you in a 60-foot line. Okay, so you don't need to see because it's a 60-foot line. It will hit the child. Just so you know, because it's an AoE.
Even if the child's surrounded by the thing, it like penetrates through it?
You don't know how much of the child is exposed.
Okay, well I don't want to hit the kid, so I guess I won't do that. How does targeting things that I can't see work?
You basically pin the tail on the donkey, tell the GM where you're attacking, which in this case you know is the center of the darkness. Then when you go to attack, you have a flat chance that you just miss entirely because of the hidden status. But with you having blind on, I think that will take that into account. You might actually have to roll 2 different checks, which is terrible. But I think it's only the blind. Yeah.
I will just 2 Pac-Man Elemental Blast then. I can't see the thing, so I can't target it to have it do anything automatically, so just roll it flat?
Yeah. You do a D20 as a flat check. It's a flat 11. Okay, so with flat check, you need to get that number higher. So with an 11, it would just go wide of the mark.
So I got a 7, so it
Yeah, so you'd have to get it at 11 or higher.
11
when you have
or
a flat
higher.
check.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So that would mean the attack is wasted. So you would use the action economy, but it would not have hit the target.
All right.
All
I guess third Pac-Man, I will do one action elemental blast.
Okay. All right, flat check again. And that is not going to hit because of the darkness. All right, play fast to Jade.
Man, there's not very much I
One
can
thing that
do.
you can see in the darkness is your memory of how cute this Minotaur was.
Oh, thanks so much. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that. I
No
get to
problem.
see Rurik before he dies.
As you knew him, It's fine. You got this. What do you got for me?
God, I don't. Man, I was thinking I would try to use daze, but I'm pretty sure I have to have line of sight in order to use daze, so that doesn't really help me. I'm gonna walk to where I hear the noise.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you guys are like right up on him. That you guys are right up on the.
Okay, so like right next to it.
Yes.
Okay. What would I be able to? I don't know. Hold on. I got thoughts in my brain. Since I have natural senses, can I'm assuming that I know Rurik's smell. Would I be able to smell exactly where Rurik is?
You have imprecise sense. So hold on. Let's see. Imprecise with blindness. All it would do is confirm to you that he is in fact in the center of the darkness. Because imprecise sense would just let you know that something is there. Whereas without it and being blind, you wouldn't have any idea where it was. So it's kind of implied that your sense is what confirmed that it is in the center of the darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wouldn't help you get over the flat check of being blind.
Gotcha. Can I think I'm just gonna reach out and try and attack with my claws if I'm that close.
Okay. All right. So as you move into attack at melee, it is going to lash out at you with its tentacle. Here we go. All right, so the creature is lashing out at you, and here's the damage. All right. So you take 6 points of damage. As you lash out at it, you are unable to find it in the darkness. All right, you have one Pac-Man left because you moved into up on melee and then attacked, and then you have one more.
If I wanted to try and claw it again, it'd be at map, right? But
Right,
would I
it'd be at
just roll a
map, but
flat
you'd still have to
d20?
do the flat check to
Okay.
see if you could get through it all. Yep. Has to be 11 or higher.
All right.
All right. We roll into the next round. Boing. The creature lets out a sort of chortling gurgle, and you could hear Jade and Songbo, its grip tightening on the boy. It is going to constrict the kid. All right, he's gonna fail, so he's gonna take some damage. Let's see. He's also suffocating. That's not good. All right. Let's see. When you run out of air, you fall unconscious and start suffocating. You can't recover from being unconscious. You must attempt DC 24 to save. At the start of each turn of the fail, you take damage. On a critical fail, you die. Holy shit. Each check after the first, the DC increases by 5, and the damage by D10. These increases are cumulative once you access area is restored. Okay. So with him being unconscious from that, he would go up now to dying 2 from the constrict. All right, and then let's see. The creature will lash out at you with a tentacle. Jade, because you were up in melee with it. Oof. All right. As it lashes out at you, it is bludgeoning damage, it looks like. Bludgeoning damage, soul-crushing blow. You are doomed 1 and stupefied 1 for as long as you are doomed, which is real bad. You outside or near where Jade went down, Songbow, you hear Jade go down. You know that she is near you. The others are back there fending off the other dark mantles. You are alone in the dark. Well, not alone. You are in the dark. Jade is down and dying. The kid is dying. The dark mantle has the kid. The status of Jade is unknown. What do you do? Do you? Well, I guess we'll find out in a sec. Let's see. Well, it's actually your turn. So, Songbo, what do you do?
So do I have a 50% chance to just not fucking grab her?
Unfortunately, yeah.
What the fuck kind of bullshit is that?
You can ask Will about it. He has strong feelings about it from a game 2 weeks ago.
You know, I've been in a dark room before.
Yeah.
Yeah? And I can still tell what fucking shit is. Especially if I can hear it. What the fuck?
You know where she's at, but it's about laying hands on her. So if the intention is to grab her and run, you just have to 1 Pac-Man, roll an 11 or higher to lay hands on her, and then you can just grab her and go. You leave the kid. While the kid's grabbed, it's probably not going to go after you guys. It's just a matter of can you get your hands on Jade with 1 or 2 Pac-Man to have 1 Pac-Man left to flee. All we're asking is that you roll an 11 or higher on 1 of 2 d20s. Unless you have some other plan. Songbo?
I don't think I got anything.
Okay. You gonna try to grab her then?
Yeah.
Or you gonna try to grab the kid? Or are you gonna try to hit the monster? Or are you gonna use your cool AoE to maybe kill the monster but sort of kill the kid? Nobody will know it happened in the dark.
Well, I'm assuming he has more than, even if I rolled max, 8 HP. So.
All right, you feel around in the darkness and you find Jade's body. There is blood. Do you second Pac-Man pick up, third Pac-Man hustle away?
Yeah.
All right. Then you will rejoin the group. And phase 3 will end.
Phase 3 was bullshit.
Yeah.
We did everything right, and you still fucking stole a damn kid.
I mean, this phase was the kid does get, one kid does get taken. There is a chance to get him. It was how many people you wanted to send to get the kid. I mean, there were 6 of you. This is how you guys divvied it up.
Nah,
It is
it's
what it
all
is.
right. It's our own stupidity. We sent like
No.
one of the only 2 people that don't have any.
I didn't realize.
I mean, literally, the creatures have been described from the get-go as exuding magical darkness that your first level light spell cannot penetrate. So yeah, I could definitely see that being rough. But
I
then
didn't
again,
realize the kid was grabbed already. He was described
Yeah.
as just being separated.
No, the kid. Yeah. It attaches it. It says it attaches itself to the child's face, muffling their screams. All right. So you guys, you arrive, Songbo, back with the group and an unconscious Jade in your arms. Cloud, who, if you see this, all of you see it, because once you exit that darkness, would the light effect still be going? You don't have to sustain it, do you? You might actually have to sustain it.
I don't think. No, you only have to sustain it if you want to cause it to move independently.
Oh yeah, it lasts until your next daily preparation. Okay, so you see the glowing body of Jade. As you return, do you guys have a resource to heal her with? Otherwise, like, she has to start making these death saves, or these dying checks. Excuse me.
I believe we picked up a healing potion.
We did.
Okay, Isaac, do you want to burn that healing potion on Jade?
Unless you got temporary ones.
Or do you have battle medicine? Does anybody have battle medicine?
I think it's a level 2 feat.
Ooh, okay.
I
Then
have
yeah.
a minor healing potion.
All right, yeah. Go ahead and burn that minor healing potion. All right.
Do you just
Running with the children in tow, the remaining children in tow. Some of them begin screaming. Wait, what about Rurik? Where's Rurik?
Is there a way I can use the healing potion on Jade? Or
No, just use it in chat and they can heal up the amount that they need. Yeah.
got it.
All right, 5 healing for Jade. Kalos says, don't stop. Don't stop moving. If you want, I'll stay. I'll hold them off. I don't want another kid to be taken. And you see him look back at the flooding darkness that is continuing to give chase. Do you guys take his offer?
Hell, there's so many of them. One person isn't going to be able to hold them back.
Come on, we all need to get out of here.
All right. Okay. As you continue, then you enter phase 4, the Chamber of Faces. You emerge from the shadowed passage into a vast domed chamber where hundreds of stone-carved Minotaur faces stare down at you. The walls whisper with trapped voices, a long-forgotten place of reverence, now defiled. Jade, you do detect magic. This place is obviously haunted. The skills that you're looking for here are religion, occultism, and diplomacy. You see the encroaching swarm of darkness halt at the entrance to this chamber as if afraid to proceed. But you also sense that you yourselves are not safe.
You said occultism, yeah?
Yep, religion, occultism, diplomacy.
I have a +7 to occultism.
I have a
All right.
+7 to diplomacy.
All right, sounds good. Isaac on occultism, Goldleaf on diplomacy. Is anyone going to assist either of them?
I have a plus in diplomacy that I could assist with.
Okay.
I've got a 6 in occultism.
Perfect. All right. That means that Laritz and Cloudhoof, you will be the ones dragged into a side encounter if things don't go well. All right. Let's start with Isaac. Songbow, give us that support roll. Oh yeah. All right. So Isaac, this occultism is at a +1. You are trying to hit an 18.
20.
Very nice. As you look around with the magical light cast by Jade and your own torch, you do quickly realize that this place was once consecrated. And with your occultism check, you see that a single rune merely needs to be re-etched to reestablish that protective ward. All right, while you were working on that, diplomacy, this is to plead with the waking spirits. So, Jade, give us that check to support. DC 15 for the assist. All right, that is going to be unsuccessful, but not enough to sabotage the effort.
0 point?
If you want to use a hero point for it.
I do want to use the hero
I will
point.
point out, and I should have pointed out in the moment, a flat check can also be re-rolled with a hero point. So if you're like blind and you miss with an attack or something like that, you can re-roll your flat checks also.
I bet Rurik would have loved to know that earlier.
Yeah. We'll never forget now. We'll never forget now. All right. Let's see. Goldleaf, what do you got for us? I need a DC 16 diplomacy to plead with the waking spirits.
I was gonna re-roll with a hero point if.
Oh, okay. All right. If you succeed, he will get a +1. If you critically succeed, he'll get a +2. All right. Goldleaf, you're rolling with a +1 here.
All right. I am spending a hero point to reroll that.
Okay.
Come on. There we go.
Ooh. All right.
Otherwise, there's no point to my fucking character.
A few of the Dark Mantle brave the room. One of them lunges for one of the children, but you call out to the waking ghost of the room, and they turn their ire upon the Dark Mantles. At the same time, Isaac, you repair the broken rune, and they flare to light. And you see the Dark Mantle clearly as their shadows melt away. They let out undulating guttural screams as they flee down the passage. But you can hear them in the walls, moving unseen through passages, trying to find a way to get to you. The spirits in the room are awake, agitated, and now with no Dark Mantles, they turn their ire upon you guys. It would be wise to move on.
Thank you for your help. We'll be going.
As you guys leave this ancient holy place, you enter Phase 5, the final sprint. The exit is within reach, but, of course, the Dark Mantle know these tunnels well and are able to squeeze through the smallest cracks. They find you again, and they make one last attempt to pick off stragglers. You hear the larger one moving amongst the smaller ones. For this challenge, you must sneak past, find a shortcut, or cause distraction. So stealth, survival, performance. A failure
I have a
here
plus 6 to
indicates
performance.
that the Dark Mantle Alpha will reach the party and attack.
I do have a +5 to stealth.
All right, +5 to stealth. Okay, so
I have
Larit's going to lead up stealth.
I have a +7 to performance.
All right, +7 to performance.
I'm not
Okay.
good at any of these.
I have
Okay.
a +6 to performance, so I can assist either.
Okay.
I have a +6 to performance as well.
All right. Do you want to just use performance to cheer on Laritz? Well, would that be weird with stealth,
Yeah,
right?
distracted.
That'd be kind
Yeah.
of weird. Oh yeah, creates distraction for his stealth. Perfect. That's the kind of bullshit we need. All right.
Throw it bullshit.
Then wait,
Jade,
hold on.
give
What
us.
is
Well,
my performance then? It's just another distraction.
You're both distracted.
all right. Well, wait. Your Yeah. That's true. Yours is the big distraction. You're just a big distraction. All right. Jade, give the assist to Laritz. You're trying to hit a 15. All right, that is going to succeed almost critically. Laritz, you have a +1 to this. All right.
17.
17 is what you needed. So you are able to lead the majority of the children quietly towards the exit, thanks to these distracting efforts by Jade and hopefully by Goldleaf. Goldleaf, this is the last check. You guys have already guaranteed an overall success, but there is still a chance of a cataclysmic failure in this particular phase. No pressure. I'm going to need a DC 18 performance. Isaac, roll to assist.
Got it.
All right, that is a success. So you have a +1 to this, Goldleaf. Trying to get an 18. And that'll do it. Whew. Okay. With that, your distractions, your noise, give everyone a chance to be led to safety by Laritz as you guys cross this bridge, which you see leads to well-established tunnels that the children recognize, a mining depot beyond, and the surface beyond that. You look back and you see a large size category dark mantle sort of hovering just outside of the darkness. Its red eyes glint in the lingering light of Jade's spell, and then it sort of fades back into shadows. And you guys have made it back to the surface with all but one of the children, and all of you still intact. I will take you back to the dashboard. Right.
I'm gonna explain to the Minotaur parents that the DM pulled some bullshit, and that's
I
why
pulled
the
the
other ones-
bullshit. Look, you guys have 6 people. There's no problem that you can't solve. Okay, there's no problem that you can't solve. It's not my fault that the dice were not in your favor. All right. So let's see. Yeah, here we go. It's good to have you guys back on the surface at least. So that's nice. Where's
I just like being in non-magical darkness.
right? All right, Streets of Rabbit House. So there we go. Aw, it's happy music. Somebody playing their flute as everyone tries not to think about what happened in the dark.
I blame the slavers for using horrible ancient tunnels instead of, I don't know, a fucking warehouse.
They didn't clear that shit out anyway.
No, they did
you know what
not.
I mean?
I don't feel bad that most of them die now.
Me neither.
Right. You guys reach the surface. You're over here in the stone ward. You're popping out roughly somewhere in the mining area, so probably around here.
No, we're still in darkness. Or at least I
Oh,
am.
really?
I don't
All
know
right,
if
hold
you're
on.
seeing
Why won't it take you guys back here? There we go. All right. Yeah, you guys will be coming out somewhere around there in that little mining depot. They look over. They see that you have returned. That you are strangers, kind of coming out of this this mine. The miners rush up. They see the children, and there is a lot of rejoicing, confusion, sorrow. The foreman of the miners, a beefy Minotaur woman, she looks at all of you and says, "Where did you find them? Were they down in the mines?" Actually, this music is not. This is, it's like it's a little too upbeat. Yeah, it's a little too upbeat. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll go with this one. All right. Yeah. So they ask you, where did you find them? Were they down in the mines?
I mean, they were in that dark area that you all refused to go to, and so we figured that was probably where they were at, since nobody'd found them yet.
Ooh, all right. Your words, sting the Minotaur's pride, and they look away with anger in their eyes from this small Tanuki, who.
No. Once
Huh?
again, sorry, I didn't. This isn't meant to cause offense. Hiring someone when you're unable to do something yourself is a smart move. Like, you
Oh my
made the right
goodness.
choice.
Oof. Yeah. So they all look around uncomfortably. They don't like the words that you're saying, because they are very true and very blunt. And even though these are a blunt people, they feel a great deal of shame for not going down and risking their lives to find the children themselves. Such behavior is unbecoming of them culturally, and they cling to the children, and the children cling to them. Some of the children are excitedly talking about Jade, the brave fox lady who kept them safe. Kalos, the guy that tried to save the cloud. They're just pointing out everyone, but there are a few children who keep looking back towards the mines, their eyes haunted by what they've experienced and by what they've lost.
Jade's gonna walk toward each kid and go give them a hug.
Okay.
So it turns out it was a slaver ring, and I think most of the slavers are taken care of now. We need to go see the stone guard real quick, actually.
Okay. Do you head to the Stone Guard, or first, or do you head to Theric Boulderhorn? The question.
Songbow would head to the stone guard.
Okay. All right. You seek out the Stone Guard who are nearby, and do you hold anything back, or do you reveal everything that has transpired?
No, I think I just tell them everything.
Okay. They are shocked by what they have heard, disgusted, angry, relieved that the children are saved, sad that one of the children was taken by monsters on your return, and they immediately begin to rally and prepare to head down there. Are you able to kind of convey the route you took to them?
We got the map.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's true. Okay. Can someone give me a society to update the map with the twists and turns that you took, escaping from the Dark Mantle, so that they can retrace
I've got
your
a
steps?
6 for society.
Okay. Though hearing your story and hearing about the Dark Mantle, they are more inclined to try and take your original path down rather than the escape tunnel.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. With that society check, Songo, you are able to update the map with the directions they need, and they say we would grant you a great reward, but time is of the essence. We go now, please.
I'll gather some of the minotaurs and we'll guard the other exit in case they head that direction.
Ooh, right. There's a troll hound in that direction. If you see it, give it a kick for us.
Okay. They nod and bellow their ascent as they begin to clump through the stone streets of the Stone Ward, raising sort of a call to arms to retrace your steps and try and find the remaining slavers before they get a chance to escape. All right.
Can I use my healer's kit to heal up everybody?
Yeah. So at this point, I think that fatigue, the exhaustion, the near-death experiences are starting to kind of catch up with you guys. There are minotaurs besides the children, like there are adult minotaurs who are hanging on with you, and this large gathering of people, the excitement and unusualness of it all is attracting more and more people. Word begins to spread through the streets, and soon enough, the Minotaur children's parents arrive on the scene, as well as the quest giver, Theric Boulderhorn.
Do I see among the kids' parents, Rurik's parents, who are just kind of darting their eyes all over and trying to look for him?
Oof, yeah, you definitely are now engaged in that scene, yeah.
Okay, I want to walk over to them and pull them aside and tell them privately what happened.
Okay. All right, before you deliver your words, go ahead and give me a diplomacy to see how well you were able to deliver the words after everything that has transpired.
Do you need any assistance, Miss Jade, or do you think you have had them?
I have a +6.
I can assist you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this is some hard news you're delivering. So I was looking for a DC of at least 18. You'll have a +1 to it. Oof.
I'm a hero point that.
Okay.
You're not just shouting at them that they're dead. They're dead.
I mean, I think an interpretation could just be, your emotions just crack under the pressure of what you're trying to deliver. But yeah, you even without Goldleaf's assistance, you are able to stay composed and deliver the words that you need to without hindrance. So what do you say to them?
After I pull them off to the side so that it doesn't have to be a grand spectacle in front of all the onlookers that are gathering, I take each one of their hands, so I'm holding one of them both, and Jade looks them in the eyes and says, "I'm so sorry. We faced many difficulties down there, but unfortunately, your Rurik was taken, and he did not make it. I did everything that I possibly could to save him. And at one point, I even fell myself. If there was more that I could do, I would have done it. Please let me know if there's anything that I could do to help you in this time of need."
Okay. The mother and the father of Rurik Duskrun, they listen to your kind and composed words. They do not shed tears. They look numb. But the mother finally speaks and says, "Small one, You did more than anyone else. You tried. You saved children we had considered lost.
And I would do it again.
The father says, "Did he die well?"
He fought as hard as he could.
Okay. You see one big fat tear roll down his bovine face.
I bring his hand up to my cheek and I just rub my cheek on his hand to show my empathy.
Yeah. The dusk runs remain pretty stoic, pretty quiet, and then the mother says, "Thank you again for trying."
Of course. Please,
We
if there's
would
anything
never
that I
have
can do.
known. We would never have known. He would have been lost to the dark, and no one would have cared. And we would have always wondered. Now at least we know.
You'll have his memory, and that's always something to cherish. Jade's gonna bow to them and then back away to leave them.
Yeah. They
have
embrace
time
each
to go.
other, and you hear soft sobs as you walk away.
A single tear slides down Jade's furry cheek.
As we both go rejoin the party, is it well known that awakened animals they can be returned?
In Terranathus, unless you're like a Tanuki or a Kanku, generally they assume that you are an awakened animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Goldleaf will just kind of walk beside Jade, and even though we experienced it, it never gets easy, does it? Death?
No, not really. It's always hard.
And it's always mysterious in this weird plane.
Of course, one day you are normal, and then one day you have a tail, and then Jade's gonna wiggle it back and forth in front of your face. Her tail. That.
Or one day you have roots, then shedding dirt.
Do you
So
ever think that?
strange.
Do you ever think that we'll find our human bodies?
Possibly, if that's something that you're looking for.
I feel like they're out there somewhere, or I hope mine is.
I personally have decided to leave that life behind and look forward to the one that I have now. Or at least I think I have now. That mimic took a chunk out of me. May have to regrow some bits.
I think we should all probably go and get some rest.
That I agree.
As I have like boils all over me and burned and stuff.
Right. Okay. Eventually, you do. Return. The children are returned to their parents, reunited. And while they had taken up a collection to hire someone, it had been small. The reality of having their children back has definitely change things for the community. The fact that non-Minotaurs, mercenaries, came to their part of the city, their chunk of stone, and put themselves at such great personal risk, uncovered what would have been a growing problem, and answered a dark question that none had sought the answers for, which is
not to mention 2 half-breeds brought the kids back.
Yeah, so like this is a very humbling and emotional sort of moment for all of the people involved. Therak Boulderhorn kind of approaches all of you. He looks from Cloudhoof to Kalos, and you can see there is shame in his eyes, for he, like many, has not been kind to poor kin of the mixed bloodlines. He says, "I'm sorry that you had to go through all of that for us. I could never have imagined it. Well, slavers hiding in our ancient warrens, like parasites, feeding off of our community, taking what is most valuable from us in the pursuit of coin. My heart is broken for the loss of the boy Rurik, for the shame I carry, and for the knowledge that such a thing could have happened in the first place." And he looks past you guys to the main landmass of Terranathus, to the shining towers of the Tower District. And here, in the dirt and stone streets and homes of the Stone Ward, there is a contrast there, a stark contrast. His face is grim, his eyes narrowed. And he says, "I have spoken to the others. They are overjoyed with the return of their young and of your bravery. They ask that I increase the reward." And he kind of hands you a sack of 25 gold. And then there is a second sack that sort of clatters with goods, essentially. So I will add the 25 to your list there. In the bag is an assortment of things. Yeah, there is an elixir of life. There are 2 runes in there. Let's see. One of them is, where is it? Oh, right. There is a rune of returning. Which can be used to add the returning trait to a thrown weapon.
Ooh, I could really use
I was gonna say.
with a rope dart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there is a precision rune.
The rope dart, doesn't the rope make it come back?
Wait,
He has to
is
spend
it
an
you-
action, right?
Yeah, I do. How's the returning rune work?
You activate it for an action.
Oh, so it's the
It
same
comes
thing.
back.
Okay. Then I don't need that.
Let's see. What else is there? Ooh, I don't think I gave you the right. No. Yeah, I think I gave you one that's a one-use thing. Yeah, so it can't be transferred off the weapon, but it'll allow you to apply it to a weapon. The returning rune.
Sure.
All right.
No, I have a harpoon that might work on.
They also in the bag is a let's see. Where is this thing?
I'm thinking of the thrower's bandolier I had in Alkenstar.
Oh,
Oh.
they included a fortress shield, which is essentially a for non like beefy minotaur people is essentially a portable wall. This thick and heavy shield is slightly larger than a tower shield. It has the hefty 2 trait. And like tower shields are typically made from wood and reinforced with metal, but this is actually made out of stone. You get a higher bonus for taking cover behind the shield while the shield is raised. All right. Or you could, sell it for 10 gold because it's worth 20 bucks. So
The elixir of life. Is there any way that I can like, I don't know, like reverse engineer it, figure out how it's made, so I can add it to my known?
yeah,
list?
there are actually mechanics for that. Yeah.
That'd be fucking great.
But I think you can already make an elixir of life because I think it's a common item.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
It's an item
Your
1.
Your
Should be able to.
alchemist spell book will come with all common
Yeah.
alchemical mixture.
It's a beefy book. It's
A
a beefy
beefy
book.
So the one, my formula book, the one that I got, is blank. Like the one it came with when I built the class.
Oh yeah. It's blank because that way it's open ended. It basically has any common,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So with your rewards settled, I guess. What do you guys do now?
What
I
time
would
of
ask-
day? Well, actually, hold on. We have clocks.
Before we
right?
leave this place, Lawrence would ask the blacksmith if he would fix his rope dart for him because it got broken in the conflict.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody that's willing to fix that for you.
I would suggest that, knowing now that these were slavers down there, have everybody check up on anybody they know that they haven't spoke to in a while. Try to get a count of who all's here, who's not.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because even somebody maybe you haven't heard from in a month and figured they're okay, time to check in on them.
Okay.
How do we contact our handler?
Oh, great question. Yeah. So, you know of several places where he could be found and he likes to hang out. It wouldn't be too difficult with a DC 15 society check to track him down, or an applicable lore skill.
Now the real question is, did we do that fast enough to knock out the second job?
Jesus Christ, dude!
God,
People
I
are
don't know
pretty
if it's-
fucked
I don't know if it's gotta- I don't know if it's gotta be in the same day, right?
I don't think
That was the one that supposedly had the longest amount of time to accomplish it.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true.
We take a rest and then we go talk to sewer lady.
Okay.
Can we heal first? I'm in a great deal of pain.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean by take
So
a rest.
since you're a
Yeah,
trained,
we're-
since you're trained in medicine, you could pretty much just go back to someone's house. I'm assuming you guys have some kind of lodging since you live in the city, and then it would be assumed as long as you hang out there for a few hours, maybe like 4 hours, you could probably get everybody at least their hit points healed back up. As far as like the disease that Cloudhoof is dealing with, that's going to be some work to get rid of that.
And the doom that myself and Jade have.
And doomed, yeah. Every stack of doomed takes one
I think it was a day of
Essentially,
rest.
one long rest essentially to get rid of. Yeah.
If you'd like, if we can wait a day, I can make an anti-plague potion for you, Cloud.
Anything would help. I'm just hurting at this point. I need to not be.
Yeah, so
fatigued and clumsy and
with
enfeebled.
Bloodfire Fever, every day, so every time he wake up for daily preparations, he's got to make a new save, DC 14. It can't get any worse than it is, which is enfeebled 2, clumsy 2, fatigued. But every day that he gets a success, it gets 1 stage better. And if he gets a critical success, it gets 2 stages better. He will not kick the disease until he gets it down to 0. If he gets all the way to 1 and then he critically fails the next day, he goes back up to stage 3. Yeah. This ain't like there's no paladin coming around to lay hands on you. You're living with disease now.
You said it's
all right.
fortitude save, right?
Yes, fortitude save.
The anti-plague gives you a +2 to that check.
Nice.
And now that I know I have access to all these like common rarity elixirs,
Yeah.
there's so many. There's so many good ones.
Yeah, alchemist can be a pretty overwhelming class, especially for first time playing Pathfinder. You would benefit from like just when you're bored reading through all of the alchemy items. I know that's a daunting task, but like your class really is the power of all of the alchemical items in the game.
Mm-hmm. I've seen alchemists do crazy things.
Yeah. I was kind of like, man, I hope this class gets better. I'm worried about my 2 alchemists because this low-level alchemist, I mean, it's okay, I guess. By the end of Outlaws, I was like, damn.
Carve rock.
Damn.
My only concern is like, do these get better over time?
Yeah,
like,
they do. Not
Okay.
substantially.
There's better versions of them. Like for
Yeah.
example, there's bombs that actually are easier to throw. Like they give you bonuses to your attack rolls and stuff.
Oh, okay,
Because,
yeah.
yeah. So it does scale. It does scale pretty well.
Yeah, because I'm looking at these and they're like all lesser, and I'm like,
The
okay,
hardest,
so
the
then,
hardest thing about it is it does have that wizard vibe where like how do you know what to
What you
prepare
need.
each day? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And the benefit in having to balance like a 24-hour infusion versus like an instant access thing. Like yeah, so it's a very cool class. I think it's a very cool class, but it is I don't know if I'd want to play one because it feels like it's a little too big brain for me, a little too planning ahead. Slash knowing a lot of things on the fly. So like, yeah, like good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Like, do I eventually be able? Like, because right now, I guess I can make like
So
9 potions.
yeah, so it's pretty minimal early on. It's good to have a side weapon like a crossbow to start,
Yeah.
and then by the time you're at level 5, you have a decent amount of stuff, and you're making moderate potions and bombs, which is pretty good. And then by level 7, you get cantrip bombs, which kind of balances things out.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But the versatile vials is a pretty good system that kind of makes the it bearable for the early levels.
Yeah, because like you get them back so quickly. It's like what I was reading it is like every 10 minutes you get 2 back. You eat in. That's while doing other things. Like you can still do like exploration actions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
It doesn't even take an exploration action. It's just pretty good. So in my experience, like the best ones were like Dread Ampule causes fear. That's a good debuff. Bottled Lightning causes flat-footed, and then it never hurts to have like Alchemist Fire have that persistent damage.
Yeah.
But like being able to offer your allies debuffs is a really powerful ability of the Alchemist.
Right.
And against some enemies, AoE attacks in general and splash
Yeah.
damage is huge.
Yeah.
Like swarms, it's essential basically.
That's really cool. I'm gonna have to like read through all of these.
Mm-hmm,
So and so my quick alchemy, if I use that to craft things, I'm crafting them from my known formulas, and that costs money. to make them at that point, right?
No, none of your alchemy abilities cost money. So every day
Things that last more than 24 hours do cost money.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if I want to make these that are persistent, that's when it costs like 12 gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. But then quick alchemy, it's just basically I'm turning one of my versatile vials into whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
basically.
Okay. All right. Cool.
But you're not actually. You're using you have versatile vials and you have infusion points. And the versatile vials are your cantrips, and the infusion points make all of the real things.
Gotcha. How do I know how many infusion points I have? I don't even.
It should be in when you go to your crafting section, you'll tell you how many charges you have. And you get better efficiency you making them ahead of time. I forget what it's at low levels. I don't know if it's changed, but I used to be able to make like 2 of things in the morning versus only 1 on the spot. But like where I am now, I'm making like 3 bombs in the morning for 1 infusion point. So the exchange rate's really good, and that's why you have to do your best to try to anticipate what's going to happen in the day, and leave yourself 1 infusion point for on the fly.
Right. I'm looking. Like I still don't see any infusion points on the crafting section. Like I can see my advanced alchemy. It tells me what level I am, and it tells me how many slots I have for that.
Those slots are your infusion
points.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, everything costs 1 point if you have access to it. There isn't going to be stuff that's like this costs 2 points, this costs 4 points. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Did I get a society check 15 to see if you can track down your dude? Or are you guys just going to go to somebody's house and lay low?
What is everybody's living situation?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, what's Cloudhoof, you live with your mama?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So that's the closest house for sure. Songbow, what's your living situation?
Songbow just got back to town. He's sort of in a crash in the neighborhood hostel situation at the moment.
You too are homeless.
Okay, so that answers that question about Isaac. All right. Goldleaf.
We do a homeless predator handshake.
Yep.
Whatever tavern will allow him to plant down some roots for the evening. But
all right.
Play a set there, or a couple sets.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as glamorous as the 5th edition life for sure, because there's literally a feat for being allowed to stay at inns for free. So if you don't have it, you're basically like sleeping in the corner by the fireplace.
I mean, his fallback is that he goes to some random garden.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just like plants himself under a tree. Just okay.
Just fucking puts up a little display sign at the botanical garden and then poses.
Pretty much.
All right, Larit, what's your housing situation?
City is my home. I just
Beautiful.
find a good church.
Jade, what's your housing
Triple homeless predator handshake.
I assume there's some sort of like small like wooded area or something that's really bushy. She's a fox and she's not going to go back to anybody that she knows because she doesn't want anybody to know what happened yet. So she's just going to kind of, whenever it's time to rest, she's going to like full fox.
What I am hearing is this is a very motivated adventuring party. That's what I'm hearing.
5 of us are homeless.
5 of you are homeless. 1 of you lives with his mom. All right. You
are we all millennials or something? Like,
Cloud, is it all right if we?
Is that why in the character surveys when I said where do you guys see yourselves at level 20, you all put homeowner? Is that like? What do you want to do at the end of the campaign? They bought their own house. Like,
why
damn,
you give
guys,
out
I know
like that?
I know it's a fantasy game, guys, but like, come on. All right. So, Cloudhoof, it sounds like everyone wants to crash at your mom's place.
I mean, I suppose. I mean.
All right. So you get there, and your mom is closing down the shop because I think by now it's getting into what would be evening if there was day and night. She sees you approach, and she is overjoyed. She also sees the hanger-on of Kalos Stormstride. She pulls both of you into a big hug, lifting you off the ground with her mighty muscles. And she says, "Oh, there you are, my boy. I knew you'd come back. I wasn't worried. And here you are, all of you. Word has traveled fast. You're heroes."
It was quite an adventure, I'll tell you that.
You could tell me all about it. Well, with this many people, I will just, I will run down the street. I will grab I will grab some food from the gyros stand. I'll be back soon. Make yourselves at home.
We're not like
Thanks.
imposing, are we, Cloudhoof? We can go back to.
No, your mom does okay. Minotaurs are pretty rowdy. So they don't really go in for glass because breaks too easy. But the population of the main city is also getting more and more rowdy over the years, as cabin fever and overpopulation start to put strain on things. So she is constantly getting orders for replacing glassware, glass windows, that kind of stuff. So she do stay busy. She makes a modest income, so she could definitely splurge for you guys. Also, this is a fantasy world where food is affordable. Yeah.
No $6 eggs?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of eggs.
You can find eggs.
Yeah, protein is definitely at a premium. Hence the reason that monster meat is a major component of the economy. But she's gonna give away some delicious gyros and salad and maybe a cheesy flatbread. We'll see. Might be a soy-based cheese, but that's fine.
Hey, we're in the Minotaur quarter. Milk can be maybe more founding than maybe.
Anyways, I've been transported back to Beastars, where there was a whole episode about a girl who sold her menstruations. Yeah, good stuff.
Oh god.
Yeah, good stuff. Anyways, it was a chicken. Don't be grossed out. It was a chicken. No, it was gross. So what do you? Hey, keep that real world shit out of this fantasy game. All right. So, you guys are able to rest. You tell your mom about the adventure. Do you leave anything out?
I try not to make her worry too much.
Okay, so you don't talk about your horrible disease that is plaguing your body. All right. She asks you about the horrible disease that's plaguing your body. She's, oh my god, what has happened to you?
Unfortunately, one of the creatures down there, it's some sort of troll dog, had some sort of infection in it.
She looks concerned, and you see her quickly glance to where she secrets her money, and she says, "I can go get you an anti-plague. You're going to rest until you're better."
No, we have an ally.
An anti-plague would definitely hurt the bank account. Would definitely hurt the bank account.
I can make one. Don't worry.
No, you shouldn't have to trouble yourself. Are you sure?
Oh, it's no problem.
Thank you so much. Cloudhoof, you've made some good friends. And you, Kalos, it is good to see you among others. Kalos look away out the window, trying to be like, I'm a lone wolf. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. But you do see the corner of his mouth turn up in a smile.
Yeah, Kalos is our friend too.
Jade's gonna tug on his hand and make him look at Cloudhoof's mom whenever she's speaking to him.
Not a hard ask. Yeah. So he nods respectfully to her and says, "You've been too kind. Thank you. If your son and his friends hadn't shown up, I would probably be a slave along with those children." I only wish. Well,
You're too ugly. They wouldn't want you as a slave.
oh man, he chuckles at your playful ribbing, and says, "You never know. If they were selling me to the genies, they're well." And he gives you a look like, Let's just say they have exotic taste.
Dare say that with an earshot of my mom? Come on now.
Yeah, she kind of blushes a little bit and pretends she didn't hear that as she goes to grab more tea for everyone, like iced tea for sure, iced tea. But it's not, there's not a lot of ice, so it's just like room temperature tea. But Jade and Songbow, you've never really understood this Minotaur fascination with room temperature brown tea with sugar. Like you're not really getting it. It feels like kind of feels like a desecration of tea, but
Brewed by the sun.
Different, yeah, different cultures
Lots
do
of
things
sugar.
differently.
Yeah, I politely refuse. Oh no, thank you. I'm all hydrated.
All right. You guys, at this point, it would be the equivalent of evening, I believe. So do you just stay the night? Or do you head out for some pseudo night life to try and track down your contact after your 4 hours of resting?
I'm resting and trying to get this.
Yeah, I think we
No
probably
effect
split
off.
the
Okay. After your ordeal, in the warrens below the stone ward, you guys have hit the milestone of level 2.
Hell yeah.
Now
That's
you
the
should
wizard
have
hat, right?
I should have a magical wizard hat
Exciting.
that should guide you through the process. Also, Isaac, you may want to allocate your 5 unallocated languages.
Probably.
Yes.
I've been waiting. To
Yeah.
figure it.
Anything that's glowing on your character sheet, this is something that I've learned after a long time. Anything that's glowing, you should click on it, because sometimes that means your stats could have increased, and you forgot to, and that's not good.
Just so you
That's
know, I can
incredible.
speak Common, Dwarven, Elven, Halfling, and Tanuki. So if you want to do the same ones, that's fine. But if you want to do different ones, so that we know more languages.
That'd be
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
You can also
spread out.
see all of the party's languages on the party sheet.
Very useful tool.
Yeah. On the overview tab, they're all listed across the top. Kind of wild. There's like a lot of green on these health bars, which in Pathfinder apparently is bad to be green. You want red. So, but not anymore, because you guys will get tended to by Isaac and have a night's rest. Cloudhoof, I'd recommend leveling up before making your fortitude save to start getting over your disease.
Yeah. I'm working on
for
that
sure,
right now.
for sure.
If at all possible, I would like to wake up earlier than Cloudhoof to make the potion and feed it to him.
Now you're thinking like a Pathfinder kid. Yeah, that's right. Good stuff.
For healing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, do we just like all of our wound stacks?
You should just heal up to full. When you heal up to full or receive a treat wounds, you can get rid of all of your wounded stacks. But until you receive a treat wounds or get all the way up to your full health, you carry around those wounded stacks.
Gotcha.
They would be like lingering death saves in 5e.
Got it. I'm looking at the like the Fanspo bot, which I think is like that's the party bot, right? Like
no, the party bot's this little airship over here. So you could you could double click on that, or when you're looking at stuff where it says the party, there's a little piece of paper with a fold on the top right corner. If you click on that, that opens the sheet.
Oh, okay.
And I think the hotkey to open party is the letter P.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pick up languages that we don't have currently.
Mm-mm.
Oops.
There are only like 100 something languages, so it should be super
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, super easy to pick them out.
There's literally 3 languages for demons.
I was just seeing that.
That's how it used to be before 5e. Because there was 3 main types of demons: Yoggoths, devils, and demons. So they each had their own language. All right, recommended languages. I don't know if this made it into the player's guide, but recommended languages, obviously Orin, which is the language of the plane of air. I think that's what they call it still, right? Do they call it something else now? I thought it was Orin.
How's that spelled, do you know?
Let me see. Oh, maybe they don't call it Orin anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking on my thing.
Yeah, shit. All right, hold on.
We don't have that one. I'd like to pick that one
God
up.
forbid Hasbro sue them over made-up language. Let's see.
They did. Let's be honest.
I think it. Man, I can't actually remember what it's called now. There's so many.
Oh, so there's no way to just manually set your level to 2, is there? You gotta hit the wizard hat.
Oh, you have to hit wizard hat now? Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. I put my experience to 1,000 and nothing's happening.
So a couple things. We're doing the free archetype, right?
Oh yeah, don't worry about
and then also the pirate one.
Yes, that's right. So when you guys get to level 2, which is right now, you're gonna be overwhelmed with shit.
We get both free archetype and the free pirate dedication.
Yeah, but the free archetype, there are some restrictions to it, right? Which is listed in the meta document. And then for campaign purposes, you can only access the uncommon and rare ones that were listed in the player's guide.
Where do we add that? Bonus feats?
Hold
Probably.
on. No, there should be a spot on your character sheet for it. So now I'm wondering if I remembered to turn that on with all of the prep that I did for this campaign. Let me see. Pathfinder 2nd edition. Alright. Variant rules. Oh, shit. Alright, I didn't turn them on. Hold on. So, gradual ability boost, gonna turn that on, and free archetype, gonna turn that on. And this is gonna probably cause us to restart the world. Maybe? It didn't for me. Okay.
Like refresh.
Yeah, maybe just refresh. Or close your character sheets and reopen them. But you might want to refresh.
Russian is the language that's available.
Yeah.
They Russian?
Yeah, I picked it up.
Actual Russian. Yeah.
Don't worry, we know it now, guys. We got this.
If we ever get thrown into the gulag.
Yeah. I'm saving that last spot for whatever the actual language of the elemental air plane.
Master of diplomacy.
It's fine.
Man. I have the book for the new elemental thing. Maybe it's listed in there. Let's see. I was looking at all of the languages, trying to see if one of them popped out at me. Is
it Susurran or whatever it's called?
Ooh, that might be it. Let's see. Susurran. No, I think that's specifically. Oh, yeah. I think that is it. I think that's the elemental air one, Susurran. The legacy version is here, and it's Orin. Yep, great job, man. All right.
Hell yeah! There was something about it in one of my
Yeah, so the
one of my
language
class
of the elemental
abilities.
plane of air is Susurran. Alright. Sweet.
Now, does the okay, there we go.
Oh, I got.
We
Oh, so
weren't-
okay. And then the language of fire is Pyric. The language of what is the water one called? Oh my gosh.
So it's just
I think Petrin is Earth now. Yeah, Petrin is Earth. It says Petrin, Pyric, Susurran, and Thalastic is the water one. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember because I like that word. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
So that one feat you had sent me,
Uh-huh.
it's not showing up as an selectable archetype.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I have that turned on either. Hold on.
It's all good.
Let's see. That's from Monstrous Beast and a Guide to Friend Them. Alright, hold on. Monstrous Beast. Okay. Actors, ancestries, class features, classes. Yeah. The metamorph, it does have an archetype though, right?
Yeah. Metamorph
Okay.
dedication.
Alright, hold on. Meta. Yep, I got it for you right here.
Awesome.
What I'll do is I'll just take all the feats from that and import them. So let's see.
Oh yeah, I got a +10 in crafting now, boys.
And ladies.
so
No, I don't care if you know that.
Dang.
Whoa.
So there's a feat called Soothing Vials that's like, hey, like when somebody's healed with your versatile vials, like this thing, like it ends like a mental effect or whatever. Does that mean my versatile vials can like heal people? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what it says it does.
Yeah, but when I read the versatile vials, it's like, hey, you throw them at people, it does acid damage.
Oh, well, I mean, you can modify the versatile vials to do different things with different class features.
Oh, okay. So that's probably.
Yeah, I think you have to sort of like unlock more or less more like
Alright,
formulas
Stone,
for
you
it.
should be able to search for metamorph archetype now. And are you guys seeing now that there is a free archetype section on your...
Yes, there's an
Yeah.
archetypes feat section, and then
Great,
we're adding
great.
2 things to that, correct?
Yes.
'Cause we'll add
So the
pirate one.
other one that you're gonna get is pirate, which should be searchable. And you're gonna start with, it's called Pirate Dedication, Feat 2. As a pirate, you sail the seas, skies, in search of enemy ships to plunder and great adventures to embark on. You gain the additional lore, general feat for sailing lore, or for a specific coastal city you have a connection to. You ignore the effects of difficult terrain or uneven ground caused by unstable ground, such as the deck of a ship. Additionally, you gain the boarding assault action. So it actually gives you a ton of stuff.
Where is this being added?
You're just going to drag it onto your archetype feats.
Ah.
Yeah. You guys should be able to see there's a folder called Pirate Archetype. It will have boarding assault in there, as well as other feats that you can learn as you level up now that you have pirate dedication. Such as broadside buckos. Hey. Listen to this thing. Okay, listen to this. Broadside buckos. During your daily preparations, you name up to 5 crewmates that you'll work with that day. If an enemy is within reach of you and at least 2 of those crewmates, they're off guard to you. So it's almost pack tactics. Almost pack tactics.
Unfortunately, Metamorph does not show up.
Oh. Okay, I'll just drag it onto your sheet then. It should be in a folder called Custom Feats in the Items tab, but I'll just drag it onto your sheet for you.
Okay.
Let's see.
One of the things that redid dedications and stuff changed the pirate one, right? Like a little bit. Does that just change the stuff that we get access to as we level that up, or does that change the initial starting one also?
It should already be the one that's in the Items tab under Pirate. I can check to see if the Pirate dedication.
Okay,
if I did,
yeah,
but I think it's there. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. So when you're searching for archetype, let's see. Traits, archetype, metamorphic frenzy. I'm looking right at the metamorph dedication. I can't seem to get it to go onto your sheet. So it's definitely you are not the cause here. Yeah, let me see why this isn't working. Oh, okay. I see metamorph dedication under bonus feats down here on your sheet.
Yeah, I just dragged it on there.
Yeah. But I don't know why it won't accept your. All right, hold on.
The problem I was having is when you go into the level up wizard.
Yeah.
Going up under there.
Oh, just pick something else, and then we'll drag it on top of that one after it's been added to your sheet.
All right, so I'll pick pirate from that one since we need pirate anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that is something to keep in mind, that we have Feats Plus installed, and it's got some pretty nuts stuff. It's got some like really good feats in it. Let's see. It also has upgrades to a lot of feats. But there's feats for everything in Feats Plus, including like there's like a feat for acrobatics where you can just swing on stuff. Which is kind of neat.
Yeah, there's so many, it's like overwhelming.
Yeah, it is. It does have that sort of Pathfinder 1 vibe where it's just like, oh my god, there's so much stuff here. That's on me. I like Feats Plus is definitely optional content, but I don't know. It seemed kind of cool, so.
For the additional lore, are we grabbing sailing lore, or are we grabbing like Terranathus lore? What is it that you?
Sailing lore would apply to airship stuff, so you can take that, and it will come up often in this campaign. Or Terranathus lore, you would just know a lot more about the city, right? You'd be able to sub that for just about any lore check related to doing stuff in the city. I would say that none of you are familiar enough with Port Peril yet to take that, but after you've been at Port Peril for a while, if you go there, for example, you could retrain into that if you wanted to. Yeah.
I think it makes sense for Songbow of the two to have sailing, but I think definitely somebody that's from the city should take the Terranathus one.
Well, especially if you feel like your character wouldn't know a lot about sailing. Yeah.
I could take the Terranathus one. I don't think I would know much about sailing.
Now, the cool thing about the additional lore
you have
feat,
lucid dreams about being a woken gorilla.
Oh, no.
The additional lore feat is awesome because it scales with your level. So, like, the lore will continue to go up without you having to further invest in it. And the other thing that I turned on besides the free archetype is called like partial increases or partial stat increases. So instead of the olden days of 5e and Pathfinder 1 and stuff where you had to hit a certain level before you could raise a stat, you're gonna constantly have opportunities to raise your stats slowly as you level. And you'll know that it's time for that because the level up wizard will tell you, or the edit button next to attribute modifiers will be lit up. All right. Any other questions about leveling? A lot of stuff really gets cracked open with free archetypes, so. And then I think at level 2 you also get like a skill feat or something. You get a lot at level 2.
Yeah, I'm looking in it's like archetype feat. There's like one called like alchemist dedication.
But you're already
but I'm already at alchemist.
Yeah, what class dedications are multi-classing.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Like very dumbed down multi-classing. For example, like if you wanted to do wizard, right, as a multi-class, you would have to spend, and this is why they made free archetype an optional rule that most people like to use. If you wanted to be a multi-class wizard, you'd be taking wizard archetype feats pretty much your whole life to maybe get like a third as strong as a real wizard. Yeah. Not even a third, honestly. It takes forever to get like to the same level that a true member of that class would be. Now, some just like 5e multi-classing, there's some like insane combos that work like really, really well together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just like everything that can be retrained, if you pursue like an archetype and you just like, I just don't like it, it doesn't work with my stuff, I want, I'd be better off with something else, you can always retrain those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I chose the vehicle mechanic dedication.
Yeah. And there's there's just one called like medic where you can non-magically heal people,
which would probably be fantastic.
a ton. It's like very very strong.
It was so pivotal, Talc.
Sorry. Yeah. It's so powerful.
That's medic dedication, yeah.
I'm talking like slapping one band-aid on a person for one. There's a thing called Doctor's Visitation. You get to take a move action and you get to heal somebody. And as long as you roll decent, you're healing them for like 50, 60 hit points with like a single action, a single band-aid, and you get to move at the same time.
So it says that I need the prerequisite battle.
You'd have to take that as like a skill feat, I think.
Oh, is that
what even something you would get access to this level? Question mark?
Yeah. If you trained in medicine, you could take as your skill feat this level. So yeah, I'm looking at your level up wizard. So go to skill feat and take battle medicine.
Okay.
Once you have that, you should be able to go to free archetype and take medic. And then you go to your alchemist class and you actually take your alchemist ability.
Gotcha.
And then you go down to bonus and you add pirate dedication.
Oh, then you have to go to attribute bonus and you have to boost one of your 6 attributes.
And if it's intelligence, then you have to also choose another language. Except I think that your intelligence is high enough to where you have to choose intelligence twice before it boosts.
Right, they'll give you a partial boost. You have to go.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So I'm picking far lobber so I could throw my fucking bombs farther. I thought about something like...
That's a good one. There's Quick Bomber too. I don't know if you have access
to that. Bomber is thick. What is it? Safe Bomber? I don't know what it's called. The one where you don't blow up your friends?
You have to be a bomber alchemist.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Okay, wow. All right.
Yeah, no, it's way more fun when you blow up your friends, though.
All right, Cowabunga it is at farther range.
But yeah, Quick Bomber is not, in my opinion, preferable to a far bomber just because the action economy load of having to pull out your bombs is pretty. But obviously, follow your heart.
No, dude, that's way better. That's a lot better. Like not having to spend an action to pull that shit out.
You can throw 3 bombs in one turn all of a sudden.
I don't. Yeah. I try not. I try not to get too meta, but there are if you the core meta is, does it give you free actions or reduce your action cost, then it's a very good feat. Like, it's pretty much the rule of thumb.
Gotcha.
Even something that only gives you like a free action once per day, like when you need that free action, you're gonna be really glad that you had it. All right, so did that work, taking the skill feat and then going to the archetype?
Yes, yeah, it did.
Okay, cool.
So now I have medic dedication.
Well, now you're one of the most important people in the whole game.
Yay. But I also have battle medicine. I actually thought about, before I was looking at Quick Bomber and Farlobber, there was one that was like, anytime that like you have like you heal with, you give somebody a potion with like the healing trait,
Yeah,
like healing potions, it also like clots their blood, so if they're bleeding, they stop bleeding.
that one's pretty good too. Yeah,
But I like, the problem there is I don't know Pathfinder 2. I don't know if like I'm gonna get beaten down.
bleeding happens a lot.
Okay, well,
and it's terrible. Well, there's other persistent damage too. There's like ongoing fire damage. There's like, and there are items, I believe, that can help with bleeding. I think it's called like blood clotter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, clotting elixirs. That's the one you're looking at, right? Clotting elixirs. Yeah.
Now under archetype feats, I have to pick up pirate also. Pirate, right?
Yeah, well, you just drag pirate onto your sheet, and it'll go under bonus feats.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where did you find pirate?
So in the top right, underneath the calendar, you got like sword, map, person, suitcase. So inside the suitcase, just search for pirate, or look for a folder called pirate.
Yeah.
And then you just want pirate dedication feat 2.
Okay, so I'm at the suitcase. I just search for pirate.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for pirate dedication feat to God. Gotcha. Then that would give me the ability to pick up like knowledge lore of the city, right?
Yes. Then you would drag additional lore onto your sheet. You can actually, I think, drag it from pirate dedication description. You could drag it onto your sheet, and then you would put a little. It would ask you like, well, what is your lore going to be? And then you would tell it, or you would just edit it, and then additional lore title you would put Terran Athos.
That's really good for your character to have, because you can use that lore to locate people to buy recipes from it.
Yeah. So I dragged that onto the sheet. That added it under bonus feats, so then I would edit it there.
Right. And then to recap, according to the player's guide, archetypes, all class archetypes are allowed except psychic, the PF2 warlock multi-class equivalent. Bonus archetype, pirate in this campaign. Whenever you take a class feat or a free archetype feat, you can choose to take a feat from pirate dedication instead. Pirate dedication does not count towards or work against the archetype feat and free archetype process. At level 2, you gain pirate dedication as a free bonus feat. This is in addition to your first archetype feat. At level 8, you can take any pirate archetype feat level 8 or lower for free as a bonus feat. And at level 16, you can take any pirate archetype feat for free. This is a bonus feat. And then most, if not all, common archetypes will be allowed. Here are some that fit the campaign well: archer, artillerist, dandy, dual weapon warrior, duelist, eldritch archer, elementalist, flexible spellcaster, horizon walker, medic, sniping duo, spell trickster, and winged warrior. And then uncommon and rare, here are some uncommon and rare archetypes that are allowed from the start of the campaign: animal trainer, bullet dancer, golem crafter, spell shot, vehicle mechanic. So if it's uncommon and rare and it's not any of those 5, then you can't take it yet. You'll have to unlock it through gameplay.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I did. Would I add that also under my proficiency, because there's the lore skills up?
Yeah.
And then for that, what skill would I use intelligence as the modifier?
Yes. Yep.
Gotcha.
And then where it says new lore, you would put Ternathus.
Got it. And I'd be trained in it too.
Correct.
Is
And
there a
as
way to
soon
make
as
that scale?
additional lore automatically scales.
Well, right, but I meant like to make the sheet know that that's the one that's supposed to
No,
scale,
I haven't found one. You have to go in and toggle it up, I believe. But it might actually happen. You'll have to see. When you get to 3rd level, it might automatically tick it up. Yeah, because at 3rd level it will go up on its own. 7th level it'll go up on its own, and 15th level it'll go up on its own. All right. Any other level up questions?
Am I able to respect Jade a little bit and swap out sense for dark vision?
I am completely okay with that. I think that your time in the dark and the trauma that resulted in lack of dark vision, yeah, definitely think.
Cool. Okay.
Normally, raw, you can't respec racial stuff, but you guys are all new to the system. You're all learning stuff. Scent seems really good when you read it, and then compared to dark vision, it just doesn't come close.
Yeah, it fell short.
I might ask if because right now I picked muted list or whatever as my alchemy research field, and I'm like regretting it. So.
Oh, okay.
But I might a hard path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I always somehow wander into the stupid path.
Mutagenist is cool, and it definitely gives you opportunities to like turn your friends into like crazy ass monsters. If you're hoping to do like a Witcher thing with mutagenist, it's almost better to do like a melee fighting class and then take the alchemist archetype as like your subclass to get the mutagen access.
So but I might ask him.
Yeah, I mean, again, you guys are all learning the system. If you want to make some changes, that's fine. It's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would rather you guys learn the system and enjoy the stuff than be like pigeonholed into a character and then suicide the character so you could play something else.
Read my notes.
Because I've been playing this game a long time. and if you're too strict on respecs, that's what happens.
Bomber Alchemist is a lot of fun, and the freedom of not splashing your allies is obviously nice.
Yeah, Bomber Alchemist, I'd say, is the most popular Alchemist for sure.
Yeah, but Wes splashing his allies is
I want to keep
hilarious.
That could be another thing that the trauma down in the dark of nearly killing your own allies in close quarters combat maybe makes you rethink how you're going to proceed.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but well, the way I'm looking at it is like, I feel like I probably would fit better as more of like a support kind of role.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, a mutagenist is support if you're handing the mutagens to the right people. If you're giving the frontline fighters like more AC, and you're giving like the rogues more dexterity, and you're giving the bard more charisma for skill checks and stuff. I mean, that is what it's about.
Well, I was thinking more like healing and shit like that.
Yeah.
There is a healing alchemist. What does Grum play? It's a Kurturbidin,
something like that.
Yeah, I know the word. I don't know how you're supposed to say that one.
Medieval surgeon. Just say medieval surgeon.
Well, guys, you didn't tell me the bomber can choose to deal the splash damage.
I think it's pronounced.
It's a choice.
I think it's pronounced Kyrugin. Yeah.
Yeah, if I could choose to do the splash damage, then that's different. That might be more fun.
Yeah, it's pronounced Kyrugin. If you wanted to be full on like ultimate healer, you could do Kyrugin dedication with medic dedication, which is about as heal as you could get without
what Grom's doing.
without also archetyping into cleric. Which you could do. You could actually take multiple archetype dedications.
But you must take 2 feats in your dedication.
Yeah.
Usually.
So that's not going to be until like level 6 or so.
About
your
8.
first one's,
Yeah.
first
6,
one's
8, something like that.
So then I'll ask everybody here. What do you recommend? Like, what do you think we need? You think we need a bomber, or do you think we need like a healer?
Yes.
Full on you.
I think we should do whichever of the ones that you think sounds the most fun.
I think bomber can throw healing bombs though.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
They're not amazing because you have to use your quick alchemy to make them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So the exchange rate's pretty low on that, but it is usable.
Healing bomb at level 4 is very much the 5e healing word. Like you're not going to be like topping people off with healing bombs, but you will be like
bringing them back up,
propping them back up. But as you've seen, it's harder to yo-yo in this system than it is in 5e.
And your
which is good.
potions,
I hate that in 5e.
Base alchemist, you can make a couple potions every day. They are good for picking people up basically until you get to level.
And you have a familiar, so if you give your familiar manual dexterity, the familiar can administer potions.
I've been wondering what that was.
Adorable, that's what it is.
Well, aside from that,
gotta call out my special.
Oh, I thought by now they would have seen it floating around your guy. Like
it's just been in this jar this whole time.
Yeah. Well, I took the feat for him. Actually, does he level up? How does that work?
Yes. He should level automatically when you level because he's linked to you. Yep, he's already level 2.
So does he get extra abilities?
Yep, his hit points have gone from 7 to 14.
Does he get extra abilities though? Like
in order to get more familiar abilities, you need to do the following: be a witch.
Okay.
Take a feat called expanded familiar. Take a archetype called familiar master. Take another feat called improved familiar. I don't know with the way you got familiar if it ever gets that much stronger than 2 abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It said that like it comes of 2, like construct and tough.
Oh yeah, it comes
and
with,
then
so it technically so technically it has 4, which is great. Yeah. So you would have to, but if you want even more abilities, you'd have to take feats for it.
Yeah. And I did like extra alchemy, so like that it gives me more like alchemist like points, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
And then I took extra vial, so if Sit is getting real bad and I need versatile vials, I could like turn him into a versatile vial.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh yeah, because he's got extra alchemy there. Okay.
Yeah. Well, extra alchemy is like
so
in the beginning.
Those are
of
the
day.
2 extra abilities that you took.
Yep.
All right, so I'm about to blow your mind. Familiars. Every time you do daily preparation, you can redo your familiars abilities.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's rad. I like that a lot.
It's super rad. Yeah. My familiar has like 6 or 7 abilities. So every time Lotus takes a daily preparation, I can like customize not only my 2 different spell lists because Wizard Witch. I also have to customize the familiar for the day. For different things. And
what is this familiar?
It is a scorpion named Nessa.
Oh, that's cute.
And so there is another aspect of familiars which is kind of cool, which is called like pre-con familiar. I don't think it's called pre-con familiar, but basically, if you had like 4 abilities, you could spend however many abilities it would cost to buy a package of abilities. So for like 4 familiar abilities, your familiar is an imp. So it has everything that an imp has, and then if you had more familiar abilities, you could get custom abilities on top of the imp abilities. Yeah, it's really neat. And the pre-made familiars are all crazy. There's one that's like a crow with like an eye in its mouth or something. There's like one that's like a ghost of a kid that like guides you and stuff like that. There's some really weird ones. I think one of them is like a book. There's just an actual like book that's your familiar. Yeah, it's really really cool. It's very heavily influenced by 4th edition. 4th edition had a whole Pokemon system for your familiars. This is actually even better than that though, because of the customization.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a cool system, especially when it comes to character customization. Like you could really, literally make like any character you could think of.
It's funny. It reminds me a lot of Iron Pack, where like you could kind of make your character whatever you needed them to be. You know what I mean?
It's kind of for me the closest to like a point by skill system,
Yeah.
while still being a class system that you're gonna get. Yeah, and since I definitely prefer point by skill system to class system, I'm finding this to be a good fit. I'm finding this to be a good fit. All right. Well,
2 things. One, are
yeah.
we healing up the full from this?
Yep,
long rest?
everyone's healing up to full because you have a medic in the party now. So
Okay.
And then we
so
took an entire.
And we took the
Yeah.
evening as well. So
right, because you're gonna
Doom goes
rest
away.
until Tuesday. What do they call it? Toil day morning.
All right,
So I'll
Doom
move the
goes
clock
away.
ahead.
For the like drag, can I just like drag the potion into other characters?
Yes. Yep. If you drag your infusions after you make them, you can drag them off of you onto their minis, and they'll get them.
Gotcha.
Second question.
Yeah, man. Just some good stuff over here, man. Pathfinder and Foundry's the good stuff. This ain't like 5e where we didn't know what the hell was going on half the time because the game kept being changed, the mods kept being changed. They take care of their stuff over here. This is nice. What was the other question?
Items to sell. Is it half price?
Half price. Yep. And for ease of play, we're gonna use like gold point, gold piece, silver piece, blah blah blah. But obviously, they're represented by these by the bone
like,
chips. Yeah. They're like vouchers for how much money you have.
Does anyone want a dagger or a short sword? About this.
Which does mean when you leave the city, if all of your money is like wrapped up in like vouchers, you might not be in a good place financially when you go somewhere else. Like this might be the first campaign for some of you guys where like local currency and like money changers and stuff like that is actually going to be a part of the game. Yeah, because the cultures here are so radically different from each other and generally haven't had an opportunity to intermingle very much. So it is going to be like you show up and you're like, yeah, we got these bone chips. It's like, well, what the fuck do those do? It's like, well, this means that the local economy in Pterodactyls respects this as being worth money. And they're like, okay,
whatever.
Yeah, we don't give a shit about that.
That's why you deal in jewels.
Yeah, jewels. Generally in D&D/Pathfinder, jewels definitely hold their value across all planes of existence for some reason.
It's all about souls.
Yeah, true.
Barter and souls.
Souls are the ultimate currency. Yeah.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Fighter feet. A lot of them require a weapon, but metamorph uses unarmed attacks. So when something says requires a melee weapon.
Ooh. Can fighters take brawling as a weapon group? All right, hold on.
You can take brawling as a weapon group, but a lot of feats specifically say requires. Like I'm looking at double slice, which says you are wielding 2 melee weapons, each in a different hand.
Fighters can take unarmed attacks as a weapon group for abilities that require a weapon group choice.
Okay.
Let's see. Fighters start trained in all simple and martial weapons, which includes unarmed attacks. Weapon training feats. Many feats that enhance melee weapons also apply to unarmed attacks. Brutal finish and other weapon-based feats can apply if the unarmed strike qualifies as a matching group. Unarmed strikes are part of the brawling weapon group. Fighters selecting brawling with abilities like weapon mastery will enhance their fist claw and special unarmed attacks.
Okay, so it's for very specific ones.
I guess so, yeah. Well, let's see. Do unarmed attacks count as weapons for fighter feats? Many fighter feats refer to weapons.
'Cause there's different ones that require melee strike, but there's plenty that say it requires a melee weapon.
So enacting. All right. So exacting strike, power attack, brutal finish, weapon mastery, weapon legend. Yeah. So I guess it is gonna, if it is a wielded weapon, yeah. Some weapon specific feats may not apply. So if it says only works with a two-handed weapon, it does not apply to unarmed strikes, etc., etc.
Right.
Yeah.
So when it says 2 one-handed weapons, then obviously fists can't count.
Now, keep this in mind. Unarmed strikes count as weapons for most fighter feats, but not for things that require manufactured weapon. If you're going for a brawler-style fighter, a strong choice would be to pick up hand wraps of mighty blows. Because remember, that's how you can apply runes to your unarmed attacks, is with hand wraps of mighty blows.
Well, I get to augment it because of the metamorph. That's
nice. All right. Yeah, so it does put you in sort of a situation where not every feat is going to work.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to be super rich pirates, so you could have your, you could just have both. You could just have a Casey Jones golf bag full of stuff. Now, that is kind of the detriment of the fighter, right? Is that it forces you to be like really good with one particular weapon, and then if you're fighting an enemy that's resistant to or immune to that particular type of weapon, you're kind of in a bad situation.
That's making me wonder if I should go down the metamorph route instead of fighter then.
Just instead of fighter, go full metamorph. Oh man, it'd be pretty sick. You could always reverse it, do metamorph with fighter dedication.
Yeah. So I can pick up reactive strike later on. It just means,
I mean, most classes that fight do get reactive strike around level 6, which is a ways off, but or they don't 100% get it, like they could take a feat for it, but most people that can take reactive strike are going to take reactive strike.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
So when we leveled up, like, would that be in the evening or like during?
Yeah, you would have just done it like while you're sleeping, kind of thing.
Okay, so then I changed out one of my potions to be like a level 2 potion that would have had access to the common ones.
Right.
So now I have an elixir of dark vision. I got one.
Nice, just in case. Yeah, not bad idea.
After that horrible experience.
Great. I'm trying to see if there's anything else with this level up that would be worth mentioning at this point. Oh, your B team companions, they will level up with you guys. They can be slotted. You guys can have up to 5 B team companions. When they are slotted as B team, just B team, they can't be killed, right? Unless it's like a horrible situation. They can't be killed. And they provide the generic benefits until you level them up using the influence system. Then they can unlock their signature passive ability, and if you influence system level them up again, they can give you a unique B team ability that they have access to. They don't have them from the get-go anymore, so they do have to be leveled up during play. You can also choose to have one or more, generally one for action economy purposes, but you could have one or more B team members be activated. So then they would function as a minion, meaning that they don't have their own action economy in combat, but any of you can spend one action to give them 2 actions. And then they can only be activated that way once per round. And also at the end of the round, they will be allowed, if they're able, to take a move action to move into a more advantageous position. So technically they get 3 actions per round, sort of split up. If they get activated. If they don't get activated in a combat round, they at least have that 1 movement action to try to keep up with the party and stuff. As far as like what they can do, I'm not really gonna just give you access to their sheet. You kind of have to figure out through like role play and paying attention and stuff like what they're capable of. And then in combat, when you activate them, you tell them what you want them to do, and then they're going to try to do it to the best of their ability based on how that character would play and that character's personality and things like that. But it can be very useful if you need some extra firepower, if you need some extra action economy to have your B team be activated for an adventure. There are going to be adventures where the B team member might ask to be active for the entire thing because it's related to their backstory or important to them. And Kalos is recruitable as a B team member.
Hell yeah, let's do it. He's our new best friend.
All right, sweet. You have your first B team member.
Turn around.
existing
There's a note on you. I think it's the instruction manual.
In combat, Kalos prefers ranged combat. He particularly likes double shot, which is only 1 action, which is pretty good when you're a minion and you only have 2 actions to use. It lets them make 2 short bow strikes targeting 2 different creatures. Both strikes use the current multiple attack penalty, but both of them are at -2. So rather than one being at full and one being at -5, he makes 2 strikes. Both of them are at -2. He also have elf step, which allows him to step twice. So 5-foot step and then another 5-foot step. So that's generally what he likes to do in combat. He likes to elf step before or after using double shot. I guess it's a little silly that he's this huge dude and he likes range combat, but he's a little bit of a coward in melee. So, and he has an abysmal armor class.
I mean, we learned earlier that he's a little bit of an anomaly amongst the Minotaur people, right?
He's definitely like more elf than Minotaur. Yeah.
Looks almost like a giant satyr.
Yeah, he do have that kind of like satyr. Yeah, he definitely has like a satyr vibe, especially like a World of Warcraft satyr. He's definitely got that vibe to him. All right. Well, we are coming up on 11:30. You guys are level 2. What is your plan for next week? You gonna track down Oscar, let him know that you were successful? Is your intention to see if the sewer quest is still available?
Hell yeah.
That's the
Nice.
alchemist one, right?
Yeah, that's the alchemist one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, if it is still available, then we'll work on that. If it's not, then he will tell you that all of his loose ends have been tied up, and then he, see if you guys are interested in this big fish he has landed. All right, sweet. Well, congratulations on level 2. It was a big one for sure. You're gonna find after your 5e years that every level up in Pathfinder is a big level up. You always get something when you level up. It's never like, I got 5 more hit points. Like, you always get something when you level up in Pathfinder.
It's funny, the evolution. Because I remember, like, the leap between Pathfinder and 5e, and it was like, 5e, you get something every level. There's no dead levels. And now with, like, Pathfinder 2, it's like, so 5e, yeah, there's no dead levels, but sometimes you get some garbage. You know what I mean?
A lot of stuff there is just ribbons.
Yeah.
It is bedtime.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Well, I didn't tell my my horrible not being able to open doors story.
I got
last
kicked.
He came back.
week.
I was about to
Yeah.
sign this off, but you know what? We'll leave it. We'll leave the bonus for this room.
All right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. A couple times ago, we talked about what the baby Wesley not being able to figure out how doors work.
Oh,
Pokemon.
geez. Yeah, I remember that.
Everybody was all feel ha ha ha. You can't open
Mhm.
doors, right? So, cut to I don't know, 10 years later, right?
Okay.
Fallout 3 releases. Everybody, all my friends, the internet, everybody's telling me you gotta play Fallout 3. It's the best fucking game.
It was a
It's
good
the
Fallout.
best- It's the best game. Well, especially when it came out. You know what I mean? It was a great game. There's so much you could do. It's so amazing. So I'm like, okay, cool. So for Christmas, I'm like, I want Fallout 3. That's what I want for Christmas. I got my Xbox 360. I want Fallout 3. My parents are like, no worries, we got you. Christmas Day, I open up Fallout 3. I play through the vault section. It's amazing. It's as good as they tell me. I'm killing rad roaches from a BB gun. You know, I'm like talking to my dad. I'm failing the exam that they make you take.
Mm-hmm.
Everything goes to shit. I gotta get out of this vault. I gotta get out of the vault. So I'm like, oh man, I gotta get to the door of the vault. So I rush to the door of the vault, and I open the door to go out into the world and finally experience Fallout 3. And the game is loading, and it loads, and it loads, and I get tired of it. I get up and I leave,
Mm-hmm.
and I come back in like 30 minutes. It's still loading. It's still loading, right? I'm unable to leave the vault. I start the game over. I go through everything again. Yeah, I get to the vault. It won't load. It won't load, right? So now I'm like, okay. I'm guessing maybe the copy I have is messed up, or
Mm-hmm.
so I go to Best Buy because that's where they bought it from, and the Best Buy guy's like, go fuck yourself. There's no refund.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I can't open the door to the vault. I can't do it. And he was like, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And then my mother got in an argument with this poor Best Buy employee
Mm-hmm.
in a way that I've never seen before. So yeah, so that's how I played Fallout 3. I played in the vault over and over again.
Okay.
And I was never able to leave.
Wait, and you never found a resolution to this?
No. So the resolution eventually was 4.5 years later, they patched it at some point. So they updated the game and I was able to fucking play again.
The Bethesda experience.
Yeah, the Bethesda experience. So yeah. So
I had expected it to be. I was trying to remember if Fallout 3 was one of the games where after it loaded, you have to
open the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it loads. I was trying to remember if you have to do that in 3.
No, I swear to God, I got to the load. It was the loading screen. Okay, it just never loaded.
But there's some games where it goes to the loading screen and it doesn't immediately load in until you press A.
No, it
to
wasn't like
acknowledge.
that,
I was
yeah.
trying to remember if Fallout 3 was like that or not.
No, trust me. I was very upset because everybody was like, "This game is amazing," and then also I think my buddy Connor, he had because he actually could leave the fucking vault, right? He was telling me that he would steal shit in the game, and then he had I guess you could buy a house Megaton or you get a house Megaton, but he would put stuff in that house and he kept putting things in that house. And he said it got to a point where he went into the house, it auto-saved, but the game would crash. So he would boot up the game, he would load into the house for a second, and then it would crash because there was so much shit in the room. It didn't have a check to go hey, don't let them
I had
put
a
too much
teacher
stuff
lock
in.
themselves out of Google the other day because there's a specific character block built into the monitoring software we use, and one of the PDFs that she opened in the randomly generated letter sequence that comes after the address
URL?
for it had those letters, and so every time she tried to open it, it would immediately close out her browser window. But then she had it set up to where whenever her browser gets closed, it opens the same tabs back up when you reopen it.
Oh
and
no.
so she soft locks herself out of Google, and I had to go in and like change a whole bunch of settings like on the back end to get it to ever load again.
Jeez. I feel like that would have been a nightmare to track down. So, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I feel like that's something that's not like it's not logged easy, like where you could easily find it. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Yep.
All
Good night,
right.
everybody.
Thanks
I
for
look forward to
running.
next week.
Yep.
Maybe some sewers. That's always a safe place to go in D&D. Or
Yeah.
sorry, in
Yeah,
Pathfinder. Yeah, that'd be great.
I feel like maybe we
Alright.
skipped a couple of steps. Instead of going from sewers, we went to the ancient fucking ruins with dark mantles.
Yeah, everybody was like, "Well, save the kid."
Did our reward get posted in Foundry, or did they get thrown in the treasure channel?
They're actually on your party stash.
Yeah, it's in our
Okay,
stash.
perfect.
So the returning rune framework is different than like a socketable rune. Like the weapon potency is just, that can be moved from weapon to weapon, but the returning rune framework allows you to install the returning rune onto essentially monster weapons. So if you are making a weapon out of monster parts, this allows you to make it returning. Yeah, so when you etch the striking rune onto a weapon, the price is reduced by 25%. Which I don't think you guys have collected enough monster parts yet to do a monster weapon, but the sewer might have monsters, so it might. So we can kind of dive into that. It's pretty neat.
Oh, you said.
Which I guess, yeah, if you guys are buying basic equipment, you might want to pick up. Do you guys have a harvester in the party? Like a person for. Okay.
And I picked up the monster scavenger feat.
Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. So you're particularly adept at using every part of the creatures you defeat. You can use survival to earn income, scavenging additional monster parts. Very nice. And then there's a
+10 to craft things.
There's a toolkit you're supposed to get with this too.
Yep. I got it on me.
All right. Height.
A knife,
All right.
carver's kit.
Carver's kit.
And because I'm a hunter, I have the lore for skinning.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
I really was trying to go for a beast hunter.
Yeah, no. Trust me, there's going to be plenty of monsters. More so when you leave the city. All right. This is going to have some real Wind Waker because of the nature of the plane of air, right? Like shit drifts in here from the other elemental planes and parelemental planes. So it's totally going to be like, this is Ice Island. This is always on Fire Island, and stuff like that. So there's definitely going to be some really rad shit to find.
Are we gonna have to find 600 pieces of the Triforce?
No, but there are going to be these seeds that I'm going to need you to find 999 of during the campaign. So if you find all 999 before the end of the campaign, you get a special prize.
Is it not worth it?
I can't tell you what it is though. But it's very special.
Before you log out though,
it's an item that we over leveled like 7 levels ago.
You find the last one at level 20. Oh, it's a level 10 item.
Yeah.
Before you log out, I am having trouble finding the defensive distinction for
defensive distinction.
It's a metamorph class feature. Essentially, instead of wearing armor, they get item bonus.
I'm gonna put that in my notes to try and switch.
I can manually apply it, but
okay. Well,
because I had switched him over on his character sheet. It's just not showing up as one of the selectable. It didn't show up as one.
I think because the monstrous beast guide or whatever is not raw. I think that it might not be playing nice with the wizard level up thing. I might go in and disable forcing you to use the level up wizard. That'd probably be a good idea. Let's see. PF2E level up wizard. Here we go. Enable it. display it, send it, hide it. No, I don't think I have it set that you have to use it. Were you guys forced to use it to level up? Or were you able to just level up manually?
I used the hat, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
same.
wasn't. I'm not able to like select the 2 or anything to change it to a different number.
Oh. Well, I mean, but you're not level
Well,
3
when
though,
I was
right?
trying to go from level 1, when I was trying to
Oh
go from
yeah,
level
yeah,
1 to
yeah.
level
I
2,
think
it
I
was
think
not
it is.
letting.
Yeah, I think it is requiring you to use it. Okay. Anyways, I'm tired.
Yeah, no.
I'll find the stuff between now and next session for you.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. Night,
Thanks.
guys.
Thanks for running.
Alright.
Yep.
And
Thank you.
thanks there for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Good night, everybody.